is PSU Blue doing here in SOS? That's what also surprised me. It might have something to do with the undefeated run in CC. Neither here or there. By the way, PSU Blue's in purple team. Green team is DPS only. Jorian, most of this is not entirely surprising if I'm looking at PSU Blue. DPS only, almost going as traditional as we can get.
Yeah, as traditional we can get. Also, remember this is all zones only as well for this as well because it's the number 3. I think that's a special one. So as we're going to be seeing right now, that PSU Blue is going to be running double shot, the burst, and expert combo as they usually play on. For DPS only, they're going to be running an interesting combo.
You know what? I'm actually going to be intrigued to see how DPS only attacks, but PSU Blue, no slouches so far. They got 3 specials ready to go. They got a triple splashdown and 2 Zukas if they can make it work. DPS only being pushed further and further back, and it looks like they are able to hold their ground just nicely. And PSU Blue is actually looking really good so far here, Jorian.
Yeah, really, they're having so good defense. And with the Zuka coming out, so they're going to help them out in front of Snow being able to get a double on the bottom right. But we're going to see actually the X-Ray Cave Vapor is going to be still holding on itself. But Snow really loves to chip damage right now. They're trying to go for farm on bronze and on just bump anyone else as well. But with 26 remaining, 36, I mean, this might be GG's immediately off the bat.
This might be really quick GG's. Actually, it's going to be really quick GG's here, Jordan. We're going to just have to go GG next map for everybody who is here. PSU Blue 100-0. I'm actually kind of stunned they're able to get the 100-0 here. And the only reason why is I'm not sure how PSU Blue, outside of CCA, could perform in SOS 183. I know you have Vapor, who's part of TZS, as you and I both know, Jorian, and a handful of other members. They look really good so far. I think that's all we gotta say about that. Yeah,
the one thing you want funny about PSU Blue, even though Kraken's gone, that B came in actually. PSU Snow, Jay, and Vapor, they played each other for a while together, even before like this stuff ended. Like I remember Snow playing with I remember Snow playing with Vapor a long time ago. I even have Snow added on my alt account switch because I think I did add that for a CTA match back like in season 1 when I first streamed. So they have been long-lasting and having that much synergy. So it makes sense why they're destroyed. Well, for DPS only, they just got staggered super hard. It's a snowballing map, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there as well. So they're gonna have to adjust. Which, by the way, you alluded to this earlier. For those who are tuning in, first of all, welcome once again to the stream. We had a bit of a late start. This is a zones only tournament. Zones all across the board, everybody. So they're gonna be going to Mahi Resort zones. I think it's safe to say DPS only now one game down. Now it has to face off PSU Blue in this map. Which, let's be real. I think the safest thing to say is find any adjustments that they can just to avoid starting off this Wednesday night tournament with a rough start.
Let's go gambling. See, the main thing that we see. let's see for DPS only because DPS. What does DPS stand for again?
Damage per second.
Damage per second. Yeah, what they need is an edit. They had a pencil before, but you were not able to come in at all because you had a bush and you had shooters. Again, the next one as well. That's DPS right over there. So they need to get that compensation. They need to find a way to get back up because they were just so far behind and just getting shot out because of the shots. Funny enough. So yeah, they need to figure out to kill them off. And also Justin 5 stream, show the game. we go no. You want to see the info?
You know what? We'll break the fourth wall for those who are tuning in. They may have tried to put Justin on our team. Our awesome producer tonight here, Justin, got thrown into a team. Now he's gonna have to de-rust here in Splatoon and know how to play the video game all of a sudden. I better hope you're ready for this one, producer. We're gonna need to send you out here real quick. There's silly lobby hosting moment. I don't know who to glare after that one.
It might actually be DPS only if that's the paper. But honestly, like as we're in the fourth wall big right now, as if I was the streamer, I would have put it on cam in 4K. But if they destroy the lobby, god damn, they already know the experience, and it might be Vapor hosts the lobby. So that's unfortunate. But no.
That is super unfortunate. And that'll get ironed out. I'm pretty sure about it.
Yeah.
Man, so I came in here today again. For those who are missing, I'm pinch hitting for somebody who was not able to make it here tonight. So, I came in here with not much expectations on the line. Like, all right, maybe we'll get some good games. And then they tell me, hey, PSU Blue's up live here. I'm like, what is a CCA team that has gotten the perfect group stage, by the way, in Division 1. By the way, tune into CCA, please, for that. And they're like, what are they doing in this SOS tournament? Apparently, they're trying to see if they are legitimate. Is all I can say about that. I believe to your point though. I think DPS only actually does need to play towards their actual namesake team if they want to have a chance.
Yeah, like for PSU Blue, like we already know they all legit. They don't lie. They're already legit. Because they have name tags already for 2 of them. Because I think Snow doesn't really play on the team anymore. Before they played in the team back in like 2022, but then after that they just played with PSU, so it makes sense for them. Vapor has TCS, so yeah, TCS is kind of on the break right now, so that's why they're not really playing exactly on the point. But then B's a rando. So we're thinking if B actually has experience and can actually pop off more than they already showing in CCA. So maybe if they want to go into comp themselves, they can have a chance to go into comp and may find a team as well.
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna be intrigued to see. Actually, V I think is a very experienced player way back in the day. From my last I heard talking with Vapor once upon a time. So this is a pretty experienced player there. Of course, you know Jay and Snow running up PSU Blue. We go to DPS only. You mentioned before, pick up a very illustrious players like there's Remix Fern. There's, if I'm reading the names here, Bronze is here as well, and Echo to say the least. So wanting to see how DPS only responds. I'll be real. That's a first punch in the mouth there for DPS only here so far. So I want to see the experience for yourself. And by the way, TZS, you made me sad for not playing in Ludi. I'm gonna go on the record for that.
Wait, what? You're sad for not playing Ludi?
TZS are not playing Ludi, and I'm sad. They did that.
Oh. Well, TZS has something to say about that. Yeah, you know, buddy. The TZS hater, the tier 1 hater for TZS. But honestly, like if we're talking about Ludi so far, I'm just happy to see Auntie like make it up to playoffs right now. If Auntie doesn't mess up at the last moment, this would be great to see them going to bracket. But you know what sucks? But kind of is cool. The LAN championships. And also all the tournaments like the Jolly this Sunday and Gold trying to come this Friday. There's too many tournaments this month.
I feel you know I'm sure a lot of people will be like, why do we have so many tournaments again? Why are they back? Why are they back so much here? And again, for those who are tuning in, we're trying to iron out some lobby shenanigans right now, so that's why we are trying to figure all this stuff sort of way. Which, by the way, when we sold just long enough for it to be back here in Mahi Mahi once again. Now we can talk about the video game here. Taking a look at the weapons. Okay, standard as you can possibly get for DPS only. Other side, one change so far. Snow over to the 52 here, Jordan.
Yep, the PSU Snow on 52. God, I don't know why I said PSU part, but so Snow on 52 is actually an OG Snow player. So that's a good thing that we're going to see the 52 with the actual killer whale and also the one that's going to shut them out for the first half of the game actually. But for the side of DPS only, they have changed the knowledge and changed the weapons, so that is more DPS because the torpedo is a really good annoyance for this out.
Yeah, and I want to see how this change works out, but DPS only is getting ran out very fast here as PSU Blue is continuing on their tear so far. Vapor, as the Expo actually already passed the zone in very strong position so far. Now here comes the 60 points remaining here, and the water level should be dropping, which should open up the map, excuse me, for this to work out. But Vapor going down, nobody really protecting the zone. Jordan, we're going to be seeing a lead flip here right about now.
Yeah, here we are, and also at the same time, the rain coming out is going to be really good timing, and also really good thing for the map. Rain is underrated, but that's a really good thing for zones because they're able to capture zone. But unfortunately, like that, if that's something like that happens, that doesn't make sense because right now, PSU Blue, we do see Vapor jump splash down all set, and also Killer Whale going to be coming out soon. So we might be seeing just another lockup from PSU.
You know what? Unironically, I really like how PSU Blue was positioned. All 3 members playing aggressively. You got 2 members up in the front, and then one kind of rotating around. Vapor, of course, stabilizing the line. And PSU Blue just playing on another level. Now DPS only are able to escape out of spawn, trying to throw out the Zuga, not able to land onto B. But though they did see a couple members drop in there. Bronze on pencil duty, not able to land the shots. And PSU Blue is still rolling here. Jorian, DPS only needs to find a response here.
You didn't know stuff with the Hammercaster either. That was actually a crucial pick. So with that Hammercaster and that actually full on lockout with 8 ticks remaining, I mean, and just getting 4K'd by Vapor, and that's a kill almost happening. That's gonna be sweet actually for PSU Blue.
Yeah, PSU Blue getting the 2-0 to start. I'm DPS only, by the way. I gotta give them a lot of credit. They actually fought as hard as they did in that second game. I know the first game is something they would not want to start things off in this SOS so far. So I gotta give them credit for being able to fight back. But PSU Blue, holy cow, they look really good.
I gotta say for DPS only, like they did change the comp and they did well. It's game one. It's round one nerves. Let's say that it's round one nerves.
Yeah,
they're gonna shake it. They're gonna shake it off. But at the same time too, bring out a junior next time. I know one of them has a junior. They should have brought that out. But for PSU Blue, like again, their aggressiveness has shown, and honestly at the same time, again, referring to Snow and Vapor because they are long-lasting players, and also J Money for like maybe 2 years, but I know definitely Snow and Vapor from OG Splatoon 2. So they are playing to the skill set, and honestly, they're playing as the like one low ink a long time ago for Vapor especially too. So they just know how to play the math mode combo all together, and they are not scared. They know how to be meta, and they know how to be aggro.
Yeah, and I've casted PSU Blue once so far in the actual CCA season, and PSU Blue looked really strong as a unit. So one of the things I actually had in the back of my mind is how well can the PSU Blue play together outside of tournaments? Apparently this tournament has proven that they look really good. Let's get that out of the way there. Hopefully it's not an anomaly so far here in round number 1. And Jordan, we do have round 2. We are actually waiting on one team, actually, if I'm not mistaken, for this one, which other team names are here. So before we went live here, Jordan, by the way, we were wondering, it's like, okay, we got a collegiate team in here. What's the round 2 matchup? Hi, Big Fat Shells and Death Roll. I hope you guys like collegiate representation here on SOS to kick off our pool rounds.
Yep, and honestly, if you're going to be saying about rounds real quick, Big Fat Seacouts did already win against Time to Win. Is I'm on that team? No, never mind. It's like actual time. But we're waiting for Bucket versus Death Roll plus Comrade. So yeah, Bucket is going to be the main people that we're waiting for right now before we go on to another round. And Bucket, by the way, is a pickup for, what's the team name again? WD-40 plus...
It is WD-40, yeah.
WD-40 plus C-Pugs pickup, if you want to know that. But yeah, we'll mostly be coming back because we have a lot of stuff to show you guys tonight. So most likely we're going to be back into whenever. It should be in a matter of 5 minutes, but we'll see.
Oh my god!
Skibbity guy, where's my wife here?
Down the river, baby. You sold me down the river. Down the river, baby. You sold me down the river. Oh, hey, hey. Oh, you got me loose. Hey, hey. Down the river blue. I'm taking in what I can get, but I can't find the answers yet. Head underwater, slow my mind. I hold my breath until I'm found. And the starlight from healing. In this distance, I'm bleeding.
Welcome back, everybody, to Technical Difficulties 183, also known as SESOS 183 here on IPL. I'm still Kyon, and Jorian's back with me as well. We got the music fixed during the break. It took us a bit. Jorian, we continue the train of, well, it's still collegiate. It's still very much collegiate here. It's Big Fat Steakhouse and Death Roll.
I'm just going to keep it on you. You just keep it going.
Fair enough.
I'm just here.
Fair enough. I'll talk about him then. Big Fat Steakhouse, Division 3, if I'm not mistaken, out of Ludi, but also a CCA team, just as long as you don't include Neptune, the CCA side of the fence. Death Roll actually is another CCA team, but it looks like this is a pickup that features Comrade as well. Death Roll, by the way, hailing from the University of Florida. And Big Fat Steakhouse, actually, their home university is Virginia, is called VCU for the or Virginia Commonwealth University. For those who are outside the U.S., it's probably just it's just two universities you probably don't even recognize, except probably Florida. If I were to take a wild gander at this one.
Yeah. But now I can actually come in. So Combat is going to be based in FA. That's in the Div 5 level because they got long band. So that's good for them. So they are in Div 4. But for, say, about Neptune, when you say about not them in the Big Fat Cap roster, Neptune is also a producer as well for like CCA stuff, but also is a Div 4 level player as well. So that's good. And also, Neptune just an name. So Neptune was the one that left to get back.
Neptune with the gamertag fan. Big fan of Big Fat Steakhouse. You've been upgraded even though you've been part of the roster for a while. All right, let's take a look. All right, taking a look at the weapons here. By the way, Big Fat Steakhouse on the orange color side. Purple color side is Death Roll plus Comrade. I see BDSs and I see an E-leader as well. Neptune, surprisingly to me, is actually on the 52 gal. I'm used to seeing Neptune on the vanilla shop for the most part. So wait and see how this materializes. Big Fat Steakhouse 2 down right away, but they have the zone to start.
Yeah, they have the zone to start, but also at the same time, we're going to be seeing just 3 ticks away from the side that's what Comrade, and also we're going to be seeing as well Raven coming out. We didn't see about the Julius concept before, but that's a rare pick, and it's honestly pretty good that we're going to be seeing it out because they can actually be annoying on the left side and battling Neptune as well, but unfortunately that's a trade.
That's all that being said and done. Just a quick little trade. Wanting to see how this VDS pick is going to work out. Their total star taking out Comrade, the +1 for Death Roll, and that will be Big Fat Steakhouse maintaining control of the zone. They're trying to see if they can move forward just a little bit more, but Oculus is lurking on the left stack here in Mako Mart. There is Neptune is eliminated out of the picture. And with this back and forth we have here in zones, the question is who's going to secure it happens to be Death Roll, and they put Big Fat Steakhouse in major penalty points.
Yeah, but also at the same time, we actually saw the edit going down on the left side as well, but Mini is going to be eliminated because of BT, but also at the same time too, because it's only zones only, and because it's just a flat map, as every map design Splatoon 3 is, we can't really see that many seeds from both sides, even though they want to, like the carbon ball on the side, that's all. We can't really see that many seeds from them unless we get help, and like from the strikes as well, that would be helpful really as much on the right side, but there is somebody on the right side from the side Big Fat Steakhouse, and that's Lux.
Yeah, Lux is actually is lurking there on that right hand side, and it is going to be Death Roll plus Comrade taking the lead here. Looking to see if they can extend this one just a little bit more, and it looks like a lot of ground, being given up here by Big Fat Steakhouse, but they are able to wrestle that one back. Lux is actually lurking large, but there are 2 members that have dropped from Death Roll, and everybody's moving up forward. They recognize quickly that they can take the full advantage here. Oculus takes 1 slash, but it does not go down for their problems. There they go. They go down on the 2nd slash, and Big Fat Steakhouse just will be out of the penalty points here soon. Just needs to hold on for about 16 more ticks.
Yeah, funny enough though, as well, B3 was actually on top of Lightning. They could have just came in, but no, Neptune got the jump scare instead, and Light actually knew about it as well, but waiting for Neptune to help, so they got the lockout models too, and Nico Chico is on the far right side, trying to do anything as possible, but that is going to be them gone because of Toto actually, or even because of Mini, because they have the E-Leader, and the E-Leader has been on the back the whole time to play defense, so everyone's on the side for the side, that's all, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens here. 10 ticks left to go on the clock. Mini takes out B3. Another pick happens there as well. All the paint being thrown into the middle zone to no success from Death Roll. Back and forth we go between these 2 teams. Big Fat Steakhouse takes home game 1.
That is just zone schemers right there, honestly. Yep. You're so used to zones. At the same time, that's what's so used to zones. But honestly, who plays better? Big Fat Steakhouse. And also because they're cows. And they're big, and they're fat, and they live in the sea, which is ink technically, so that makes sense why they just KO'd this kind of in a good fashion and the Mako Mart, because they needed to restock those shelves with milk, and that's some Big Fat Steakhouse milk. Get the cigarette, the grad CC. I don't know where that's going, but anyways.
Jordan, Jordan. I think you may have had a little too much big fat sea cows in the brain here, as well as my brain was just trying to register what exactly the big fat sea cows there on the board. I think the more I think about it, I think my brain's just going to explode. By the way, brain's still exploding because again, zones only tournament, so we go into Museum de Alfonsino. I was about to say Clam Blitz. Clam Blitz is not zones, Kyon. It's a little late in the evening to make that mistake here. But there is the large zone there in the spinner. Of course, that's roll plus Comrade. We'll need to find a response, but they've shown some good back and forth so far here, Jordan.
Yeah, honestly, but the main thing is why you said about Clam Blitz, because why do zones on Museum? No one does this. Like that's why everyone's confused. This is not in the regular map pool. And so if you see Museum up in zones, everyone is confused on why this exists if you're a regular comp player. But if you're an OG comp player, like from Splatoon 2, this was in map pools sometime before in the regular comp era, before it got to Spirit as well too, because the zone's too big. And that's why it doesn't exist anymore. But so anyways, we're going to be seeing many mostly coming back with either that's going to be really good comp because of the wave, because decap's going to be because of the bubble, and we're going to be seeing the same comp, other than the crab actually changing up for the tri-strikes going in front of the side of the death roll.
Yeah, B Street is going with the... And the oh right. So actually, it is what I call flexible changes. So usually you keep the main weapon, just changing the kit all around. Chump's now online. Crab online. Good sight on that one there, Joyan. By the way, my entire brain has been registering zones only and recognizing the right. Mincemeat and Hammerhead are not here, for crying out loud. So everybody, players. The people glare at Museum are like, wait, why is this here? And I'm like, you could have been in Mincemeat. You could have been in Hammerhead. We don't want to talk about it too much, by the way. Which, by the way, Death Roll has taken the first cap of the zone. May not last for that long. They lost 2 members right away. Bubble hopped on the right hand side. Lux is trying to pressure Death Roll out, and Death Roll's gonna be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Lead should change hands here momentarily here, Jorian.
Yeah, it should be. As you're going to see that go off the bat right now. Why is the Chump launcher inside the spinner? That would have been really funny, but actually funny enough even more is we're going to be seeing that Minnie is still stuck on the spinner because that's a prime position. No one's going to be going for other than Nico, who's trying to go for anything other than a Chump right now, actually trying to go away for the team and trying to go for special ball with the beacon on the right side as well. That's common spot to actually go in, but unfortunately because of the pain control, we need to see that's why that will do anything to come back in.
I think there might be a chance for Death Roll to come back there, as they are going to get the 2-for-2 trade right away. The crab tank will be popped there. There should be a lot of paint being thrown into this one. Chump's thrown right into the center of the map, and there'll be a lot of paint, just enough to flip the zone. Just like that, only about 2 penalty points ticking down there. There should be 3 down. This should be an extended push coming up here on that side, and it will be the bombs being thrown into the mix at this stage. That's a nice little response here from Death Roll. 75 points cashed in for Big Fat Sea Cows here, Jorian.
Yeah, 75 points underneath that. We're going to be seeing Waybaker coming out soon. Come on, Midi. You know you can put it in the middle and be safe. Well, Chico is going to be trying to actually avoid that. That's why they're scared of it. Well, we're going to be seeing multiple Chico, the bubble player, actually trying to come in, and they do right on cue as well. But Neptune coming in as well. Almost trying to go for the kill for Comrade. Going for double. Man. Maybe go for triple. They had 90, so they were so close. But even Midi was at 92, but they were so close as well. Unfortunately, Neptune's going to be able to close that off, though, and trade it off. And that's going to be soon enough because of the cap kill, actually. That's going to be Death Roll's going to be coming in for the lead.
This is for sure Death Roll coming in for the lead. 2 members already down. Major spawn disadvantages coming out here for Big Fat Sea Cows. Mini trying to just paint from range. Neptune trying to throw out the ink wall. The 52 gal being used as well. Wavebreaker being thrown. The entire kitchen sink is being thrown into this one for whatever the size of the kitchen sink will be. And it is going to be 2 members down. Comrade gets the trade on the Lux. It's going to be GG's right that. On to game 3, which, by the way, Death Roll plus Comrade is entering their second game 3 already here in SOS.
Yeah, funny enough, in game 1 against the Boza Bucket, aka WD-40 plus C plus pickup, they went to game 3 as well, and that was seed 11. But so now this is seed 35, I think, if I remember correctly. Go to another game 3. Death Roll has fight, but can they close it off? Right now, they're 0-1 right now. Let's see if they can go 1-1.
Look, you know what? 1-1 in game 3 is still better than 0%. So you know, so I love to see how this plays out. And honestly, you hit the nail there. A lot of fight out of Death Roll plus Comrade coming into this game, and now they get to cap it off in another game 3. Of course, it's still zones. This time, Crab Lake Capital zones, which is a little bit more sane for people that are playing this one. So. I want to see how this all plays out for both teams, honestly, Jordan.
Honestly, if you're going to be talking about Crab Lake Capital, if Mini is still playing, like the main question is Mini gonna be still taking the Waymaker? Because if you know from Paddock Pool, like and Training Cups and all that, Devin 4K to be exactly, does Devin usually play Elio on this? If I think correctly, they still do, but they play the Kraken one. They play the Kraken one because you just get the pain, and because there's a lot of grades on top, it's gonna be with 50-50. But you mostly would want to stay with the Elio 4K on this, but the Kraken one is a better call for the side of Mini, since they all play the Elio. Well, for the side of Death Roll and Comrade, Walls is gonna be your main scenario.
Yeah, you know what? I would love to see if Mini flexes over to the Elio with the Kraken, as you noted. Wouldn't be surprised if they opt to keep the Wavebreaker. They're just gonna keep the Wavebreaker. That's that's reasonable, I guess. On the other side, it is just gonna be okay. Almost effectively the same comp as game number 2. Rinse and repeat. We ball again here, Jorian.
Yep, someone wants the punchy tutorial about the crab, so that way BF is gonna stick on it and stay on the great area. Okay, that's a true position for it, Billy.
Yeah, I want to see how this all plays out here. B3, and Death Roll plus Comrade still trying to show a lot of fight. It's gonna be Total Star trying to find Nico on that left hand side. Not gonna find anybody so far. A very neutral game to start here. Nobody has captured the zone until right then and there. Big Fat Seacows 30 seconds in gets the cap of the zone. It's gonna be traded. It's gonna be neutralized and possibly traded back. I guess that's 5 points cashed in. That doesn't mean anything really.
Yep, and also, is that a little bit of Nico on the other side? I think that's their own base, so I think Nico just stuck around into own base to actually Ink, so that's a good call. But they have a seek position if the Garmin wants to go up to it. But as we're going to be seeing right now from the side of Big Fat Sea Count, we're going to see it's Neptune and the rest of the team trying to come back up. And also, I just noticed that actually, no, Nico actually digged into the base of Big Fat Sea Count to make a base, but actually, funny enough, we're going to see Neptune do the same thing now.
Yeah, Neptune doing the exact same thing that Nico tried to do. Doesn't seem to find much so far, though. Neptune trying to find the trade onto Nico. They do get the trade, but it is going to be August. Everybody else is being thrown into the mixture. That is a lot that was just thrown in. And then there will be several punishes. I think Comrade may have gotten one with the carbon roller, just like that. Only 54 points remaining, make that 46 points cashed in. And Death Roll plus Comrade will go for this push.
Yeah, and you're right, actually, that was actually Comment going in for one, and the other one was actually from the dually torture ball. Maybe not, because that was assist. So, mostly we're going to see right now for Death Roll and Comment, so holding on to the zone. Another solo map, by the way, and this could be another one they can be snowballed a lot if you don't get it pushed, and like Lux is doing right now with Toto, and they do with side Neptune on the left side. So, a little bit because of that right now, we're going to be possibly seeing 2 down, and we do, and we're going to be seeing the cap from Big Fat Seacows.
Yeah, we're going to be the cap here from Big Fat Seacows, but Death Roll plus Comrade still plenty of fight, as we've seen from the past 2 games here. Trying to see if they can get improved to the 1-1 here in SOS, as B3 having to make the escape. Chumps, I believe, were just being dished out, which they will. There goes the Crab Tank. The Crab Tank and their minion of Chumps only gets the zones neutralized here for about 2 seconds, and they are going to be able to, and they will be able to get control, at least throw them in the penalty points. They're going to probably have to give it up here soon. 3 down. Big Fat Seacows now need to get out of the penalty points here, Jorian.
Yeah, and also funny things, you know, the unfortunate thing about Chumps in this kind of map is because of the grades. Like, I just saw the Chumps were only going to the entrance of the zone, not actually on the zone, because the grades on top actually led onto them at defense, and you can't pin it down. So, yeah, unfortunately, for the Death Roll, I think the comp with this Chumps is just to come back in, but with Nico actually getting sniped off by Mini, that's not going to be a chance for a while for them.
This might take a bit here for Death Roll plus Comrade to race right back into this one. Lux is going to be on the right side here in Crab Leg. Oculus and B3, will the movement be there? They do lose one. August and everybody else is going to have to find an entrance. They are going to lose 2 members, make that the 3. Oculus, the only one alive. They will get the trade on the Neptune, but at what cost? Almost their entire team. It's going to be 5 members, 5 points down, and now ticking through. Big Fat Seagull survives game 3. They take this one home 2-1. And Death Roll plus Comrade loses their 2nd straight best of 3.
Again, being able to go to game 3 but not clutching out, it's just an unfortunate pool after saying by now for the side Death Roll Comrade. And also at the same time too, the snowballing maps. Because of Crab Leg, again, being a snowballing map, once you get the lock in, you really can't lock back in because you have to find a way to kill in as well. And that's for the side Death Roll Comrade. They weren't able to do that much because, unfortunately, as I can say, the comp-wise, was kind of unfortunate. Honestly, I think for the side of the dudes guys, they might have wanted to go to the Waypicker one as well, but that might be a little bit of a mistake for them.
Yeah, a little bit of an off bet there. There, I was actually still wondering about the Chumps at the end of the day, but I'm not gonna ask too many questions about that one. as Death Roll plus Comrade unfortunately losing their second game 3 in a row. Big Fat Sea Cows will improve to 2-0. We actually do have our round 3 readily available here, and it's Heartbeat and Heartbreak, which these are both pickups, unsurprisingly, versus We Wish Div 0 exists. And I know what that reads out. You will not fool me whatsoever. I'm just gonna call you Div 0 and call it a day.
You're Div 5. I Div 0 Fox. Get in your butt in the room. As the Kyo weapons, it says in PG format because we cannot swear, and if we do swear, we're going to be screamed at. But anyways, Heartbeat Heartbreak. By the way, if you want to know, they played in Paddling Pool earlier. Mondi got like second. Mondi got third place. Same with Eric. So yeah, Mondi, why you still awake? Go to bed. Like same as Mondi, go to bed. Like this is like it's 2 a.m. Like Jesus, what time is it?
Wait, are you telling me that they played in a tournament earlier, apparently, well, and now they're just showing up to play SOS?
Mondi and Eric, yes.
This was 6 hours ago, right?
Yes, this was 6 hours ago. Mondi and Eric had literally played Paddling Pool earlier. Like, what the? And Mondi went all the way. Again, they went to top 3. Bounce, I think, Bounce didn't play. Mirage, I didn't play either. If I remember correctly, Mirage didn't play because I didn't see them in the pool. But literally just like, oh yeah, no, Mirage is from some stuff, so they are actually NA. But still, Eric and Mondi, they played earlier. Why are they still awake? They should be going to sleep.
You know, sleep is a myth here. We think here during a typical April day that you don't need sleep to survive. That's clearly how that works. Please actually get sleep. You need sleep in your life. I know my body will need it.
Like honestly, at the same time, they might be night owls, so it might make sense why they did. Because like if you sleep during the day and then you play during the night and then play literally right after this, they go to bed. It makes sense. They had the vampire time zone. But I give Dio. I'm not gonna say the whole thing because I might.
Div 0.
Yeah, Div 0. Fox, Gimme, Viddy, Sam. Again, usual people that you know. Lunar Eclipse from Fox and Viddy before they left. Gimme from Pinpoint. Sam, everywhere. Basically, Boomer, Unk. They played a long time ago with a team that I forgot the name of, but they've been here since 2020. Same as I've been, but they've been looming around. They are a good splash player. Fox, good splash player as well. Gimme, I think should be pencil. Fidity is a slosher. Mondi, I think it's a splash player. Bounce, I think it's a pencil player. That should be all the knowledge I have right now. I think I'm cooked.
You actually just remind me. You actually just sadly reminded me of the time that I was still super active in 2020. That's a different story for another time, I guess. You know, I'm sure anybody who's been will probably know stuff longer than I have. I'm too new to this. What is 2020 again? What cool things happened back then? I guess. Quote unquote. Maybe.
Splatoon 2 when I was made it to beta packet peak. And also meeting Sony for the first time to make me play Junior. Other than that, Splatoon want to go in time.
We'll go to Barnacle and Dime. I don't know why I made too much emphasis on Barnacle. I might have been elsewhere for another time. Barnacle and Dime. Actually, these are very typical maps. I think Umami Ruins zones will be the more uncommon one out of the bunch. So that's the thing we're going to be looking out for. Again, all zones only tournament. Other mode enjoyers, you do want to stick around at least because maybe you'll open your eyes. You'll be enlightened by splat zones every now and then. So I wanted to see how this plays out. I personally would like to see how both teams, of course, approach this map mode all together. Is what I was trying to say there.
Yeah, no, makes sense. Honestly, for Heartbreak, that's gonna be the more questionable way on how they're playing out. Because for IDIP2 or Fox, they are mostly going to be practicing out as a team. You're going to see a lot of them more because they're going to be teaming for global most likely. So it does make sense what they're together right now. Well, for Heartbreak again, since the EU time zone, and most of them are in sleep deprivation right now, with the weapons they're playing with, what could they play? But remember, because at top level, what can they do to actually battle against IDIP2 or Fox? Honestly.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to be the ultimate question, and I feel like a lot of that will be answered here soon. Which, by the way, it's funny. It's funny. Both teams are 2-0, so winner will actually advance the Great White Bracket. So so I actually want to see who wins it out. I'm sure the people who out of Heartbreak are going to be like, yeah, we're still up. We got the time. Look.
Oh.
Look, having a vampire sleep schedule is not great for your body. That is my PSA to everybody here and to everybody who's listening to me in chat.
Oh, and also talk about being a vampire. We're like, hey, pipe stream, hey, producer. We said the chat. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Let's see it happen.
All right, we gotta see here.
Oh,
we got
wait.
SOS Stream. We got SOS Stream. The Hydra's here, and they're actually just gonna play this one out. These are all total. Actually, there's an undercover umbrella. That is totally a weapon that exists. There is a weapon that exists there. That is a weapon that definitely existed. I am repeating myself. I am a broken record. By the way, shout out to Pipe Dream having to ditch out the Hydra. We wanted to see the Hydra gameplay in real time. That would have been awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Finally, unknown producer played the tournament.
Would have been a first time in history. The actual answer is as usual, lobby hosts put players in the wrong teams. So we're gonna get that ironed out for y'all. But you know what? Hydra enjoyers will get their second of fame for that one.
Yes, and also finally, this is the second time. This is finally another time that producer actually embarrassed the teams on stream because they put the streamer in the lobby. If you see that happen every time, good. That should be an embarrassing moment because that's a funny clip, and that's really good to see for content. And also we get to see what the streamer made. So we see Justin mains Hydra. That's good to know. But also at the same time as well, if you saw that name that we shouldn't be saying on stream, that's Vivity. God damn it, Vivity, change your name.
Okay, Jordan, I must ask: if you're ever put on a team what weapon would you be dishing out for the audience?
So, for my Specnia account, it's Junior. For my main account, Junior, because I'm a Junior main. Keon, what about you?
I'm a Tri-Slosher main. I know there's
which one?
Devo.
Good. That's...
I am part of a special list of part-time producer that is a huge fan of Tri-Slosher Devos. We got the right person in here. So we got that all squared away. That didn't take too long. So we loaded into this one, which I believe Heartbreak on the yellow side, Div 0 on purple. Hi Dapples, how are you doing over there? Yeah, that's all I noticed so far.
Yep, and also, yeah, that is Gimme Fun Pinpoint, exactly 100%. And that is definitely going to be the Dapples. Gimme is a main Dapple player, and actually one long-lasting and one only Dapple player that is actually really good popping off, getting top 8 and with expedites as well. So really with this whole kind of comp, and then 3 down by the side of Heartbreak, we're going to be seeing them move up, actually going all the way. And also, you need to notice, this is a snowballing map again.
I want to see if they can take this one, take the snowball all the way home, but doesn't look like it will be quite the case. As Heartbreak, right on vampire energy, you're able to at least contest the zone. This should be a quick zone split there with the triple splashdown being cashed in. Reef slider pop for the possible cheese, not quite there. 3 members have dropped on Div 0, and Heartbreak loses 2 of their own. One player advantage for Heartbreak. They'll be able to retain the zone and possibly the lead.
Yeah, but also, yeah, as you see Bailey going in with the strike soon up, and also we're going to be seeing soon up Gimme going in with the brief side, but also Sam right now going in with the crab. That's going to be a good actually suction to go in. As you can see, seeing Sam actually getting killed with the burst bomb to be exactly out of that thing, but Bounce actually denying Gimme going in with an aggro kill, going into a 52 with a Dapple fight.
Yeah, I want to see how that 52 was able to make this one happen. It doesn't look like it will be the case here, and it will be a little bit of fight that we are seeing so far. There, as the restart is going to be coming in. Gets 2, and Heartbreak loses 3. That is a shout out to the Reef Slider right there. They get a double out of that one.
That's my Dapple player right there, honestly. Gimme is honestly always going to be good with Dapples, and good that they still lasted with the bit. But as we're going to be seeing right now, we can see the paint. That's all blue/purple, or blur purple if you want to say that. Going to the side of iDiv0 Fox, as we're going to be seeing, again, Vividly with the tries being ready to queue it up, as they're going to be trying to go all in. While for Heartbreak, they can't really do anything, still locked out.
Yeah, they're looking real locked out right now as Div 0 is able to pressure through. They did lose the bucket. That actually still may be enough time. They're going to have to rush right into this one, as we're going to be some potential movement that is denied there. Div 0 is able to shut down the potential offensive push that they had, and Div 0 takes home game 1.
Yep, they literally do not give Diva Fox. They got their butt in the room and they just whipped their butts into shape as well for heartbreak. So literally, that just a solid start for the side of Diva Fox, or I'm just gonna say Fox at the same time too because Fox is the host. So as we're gonna move on to Sad Blaststones on Hagglefish, oh boy, that's gonna be something for the side of Gimme, for Sam, for Fox, for Biddy, mostly for Gimme, because beef slider cheese, that worked 100% on this map.
Will Gimme actually stick with the blue dapples? I hope
Yes.
the answer is yes.
Yes, Gimme will. You do not need to cry to got key on. Gimme will stick with that blue dapples 100%.
You know what? Understandable. Fair enough. Fair enough on that one. You know what? I personally also will. I personally am a sicko for enjoying dapples. So you know what? I'm cool with this one. Anywho, as yes, we're here in Hagglefish Zones. It is very much your fundamentals map. So I actually want to see how this goes. And he asked you, Jordan, though, how many times have you had to spectate Hagglefish Market Zones at this rate?
2 million times.
I feel like you're lowballing it, right?
No, I'm kind of high on lowballing it, yes, because Hagglefish Market is a common pick for every map mode tournament. Literally, if you see a tournament, it will have Hagglefish Market somewhere. Tower Control or Zones. Mainmaker is too niche. Plan Blitz, you are gonna be a monster if you do that. But really, for Splat Zones, it's from what everyone says, it's the final destination of Zones maps because it's so flat out. It's one of the first map mode combos in Splatoon 3 history, actually. So it makes sense why it's a flat, why it's basic, why it could be like random 50-50. It's not a stall main, it's not a snowball. So that's kind of good. You can sneak, that's a good thing too as well. But the main thing is, beef slider cheese is still doable. And that's why everyone likes it. Same with Tri-Strikes. And it's also square. That's one thing to know as well.
You know what's funny? You know, I am not gonna ignore the fact that you said Hagglefish Clams. I have sadly spectated 3 Hagglefish Market Clams maps for my lifetime, and this was probably around mid to late Splatoon 3 life cycle. And then I start to realize, why do people hate this map? I thought this map mode combination, I thought it was okay for a time. And then I realized I might have a huge liking to really terrible maps. So never trust my opinions ever about maps. That's their PSA to you. We're about to load right into this one. Heartbreak needs to win to stay alive. Gimme, of course, is on the dapples, trying to give 0 the 2-0 victory there. I don't think I see any that many changes, by the way, Jordan.
Eric is going to be running the splash down. Blaster is going to be one main thing, and also the splash is going to be coming in for the side of Heartbreak as well. They ran the Neo Splash before, if I'm thinking correctly, so Mondi is going to be the main kid, and also Blaster is going to be the kid from Eric. So that is actually your 2 main changes that we're going to be seeing right now. For I did 0 Fox, they're going to be 1 down, so they actually need to give it 0 Fox right now, because they need to lock in.
Yeah, I think the more I start to hear that team name, the more my brain starts to have a lot of questions. I'm not going to question anymore there. We do get to see a flying Reef Slider, just trying to see if they can get valued. It's going to get eliminated right away at the cost of 2, but it is going to be a 2-for-2 trade, excuse me. Heartbreak still trying to fight back for what it's worth. Dip0, however, is able to pressure off just a little bit. There is the killer whale that should space them out a little bit, and it will be the first cap for Heartbreak. And it'll be the fight still playing on. Gimme trying to see if they got the move. The answer was yes.
Again, they get match speed as long as they want, but they can aim. That's the main point. While Mondi actually going to be shutting them up because that was a snap and a half actually if Gimme wanted to get that. As we're going to see right now, a chain reaction going to the side of actually 0 Foxes right now because we're going to be seeing Sam with a little bit of pain to get the volley in the grab to actually get the zone with the rest of the team. And we're going to be seeing right now all the special from Heartbreak coming up in action soon enough. That's first going to be the crab. That's going to be the killer whale, and after that, it's going to be the cool, and they're going golden all together because of that.
Yeah, now we didn't need to see how this all works together. There, killer will be being used, trip strikes being used there, and that will be securing the cap of the zone. A lot of people being thrown into the middle of the zone right now. As Gimme trying to fly right in with the Reef Slider is going to go down, able to at least help assist with the cap of the zone. The question is, what will be the cost for this one? It looks like it won't be too much. Except 2 members of their team. Jordan, if I'm not mistaken, that was a triple splash that got a double.
That was she touchdown that got double, and also that was money there to assist as well. So that is like good space for Heartbreak right now with that crap going in. But money battling Sam right now, canceling Sam. Surprisingly, that was a good thing because that was Bob and some shooters as well. But Gimme has to go and be doing a jump scare behind, but money going to jump to scare them instead because that's going to be a shutdown.
That is going to be a shutdown, and the lead change will be coming up here soon. And that is going to help and benefit Heartbreak here is able to keep up the tempo. Monty's gonna get shut down though, and it's gonna give DivZero a chance to run right back. Reach Slider being flown in here from Gimme. The triple splash down, excuse me, that's the wrong special. The trip strikes are being chucked into the middle of the zone. The Reach Slider was also there to get one to go in with the Dapples getting the pick, and it will be a lead, and the lead does go to Heartbreak. Now we gotta see if DivZero has the response here, Jorian.
Yeah, it looks like that DivZero has actually the response to come back, but for Heartbreak, it doesn't look like they have a response to come back right now, but soon enough they will, because like they're waiting for the cooler. That's why they have 80% ready, and also the triple splash that has 80% as well. So once that's gonna be locked out, and they're already in, the cooler's coming up first. Now the crab, now the 52 cal. Now it's gonna be the blaster when they come into the base and mid. That is really on time. That's gonna be double, and that's actually gonna be triple down. I'm gonna see DivZero Fox to go back to base.
DivZero having to retreat back at base, and they're actually losing a lot of members here. Gimme escapes with their lives there. That was pretty nice. Now we got to see how the rest of the team plays. They are cooled up, trying to see if they can move further. Gimme trying to go with the fadeaway shot while falling down, doesn't seem to land. He's gonna have to quickly retreat to the other direction while cooler up there. Trip strikes being used. Here comes the flying Reach Slider. Doesn't get anybody, but is able to escape with their lives. I am liking the moves out of this Dapple so far from Gimme, even though it doesn't get the pick, but they lose two at the end of it, and there's all the paint being thrown in, having to protect themselves from any sort of ground that they have. They're gonna get snuffed out not before a trade happens, and Heartbreak will get to survive once more.
And also to say that too, Eric actually, before the triple kill happened on the side of Eric, they actually did get the triple before they died out, so that's good for them. But because the Heartbreak actually make it all the way, as they're going to have 36 remaining, and basically, we need to see Gimme just be annoying again for the last 8 seconds. As they're going to see to get a single, maybe getting a double. No, it's only a single, unfortunately.
Yeah, only a single. That should be GG's here. Respawn not favoring DivZero. And Jorian, we are going on to game 3 here in round 3 here of SOS. So we get to see what these two teams get to have in store in umami zones.
Wow, it seemed like some foresight called for that to be game 3 and number 3 in 183. Like that's some foresight. Anyways, yeah, umami zones or your mommy zones. Someone has made the joke somewhere, but yeah. 2-zone map, unfortunate pick. If you pick this, you have to be confident on how you play double zone, because this is for Monty's pick, honestly, kind of a heartbreak for them, because they kind of have an RNG 50-50 bet on this. Same with Bass, I think I remember as well, because they have to do 2 zones, so you have to hop back and forth, and try to survive with one zone. Well, for item 2 of Fox, they have Gimme. They have Sam, they have Viddy, they have Fox. More or less, I should mention, they have Gimme and Viddy. They both have Tri-Strikes and they have Reach Slider. That's insta-caps. So, what will we see from Heartbreak? Who knows? And also, I should say, Heartbreak should be a song title. If I remember correctly, it might be. So, yeah, it might be.
Yep. I will look this up on the side, and we'll give you your findings on that one. Actually, it is. Oh, of course it is.
Perfect.
Of course it is. Because no, it's Persona 4. It's a Persona 4 song, actually.
Perfect. I remember the bit. I remembered the bit because for Monty's pickup or Eric's pickup, what they usually do for piling for any EU tournament, they usually came up with an enamel, and they came up with I forget the person who is, but they usually pick up team names as song names. Like last time they did for like a Creepy Nuts song, I forget the name of it, but they usually combine together to do like pickups with song titles, and this is one of them. So that's good that they keep it with the bit in the NA tournament. But anyways, going back to Umami Zones, what do you think they're going to be pulling out?
I think they're going to stick with the same weapons, personally. I think if they were already picking the same weapons at the first 2 maps, they will probably do the same thing in the 3rd one. So let's see if the prediction somewhat holds. I think it is almost as similar as you can possibly get. Other side, yeah, I think most of it is very similar here coming to this one. So you mentioned before, 2-zone map. You got to flip back and forth between each zone if you can get the cap on both. Give me, of course, on the Dapples, you got the insta cap, but you got to see if you can get the other one. We get to start things off here. A lot of purple paint so far in both zones here, Jordan.
purple paint. That's pink paint. What are you talking about, Keon?
Did I say purple? Did I say purple?
You said purple. I can't believe you. You should not talk about comments right now. But anyways, I'm going to be seeing right now for Heartbreak. That's going to be the Past Blaster going down. That's going to be Gimme going down as well. So that's Eric and Gimme, the most aggro players, the most annoying players for both teams going down immediately off the bat. But Vinny's going to be killing off bounds, so that's going to be good with no 52 on the air. But also there's going to be the splash going down from Sam. So at the same time right now, Eric's going to be coming back to revenge. Johnny Ballard maybe getting double or single. That's a good single right there, actually. So we're going to be seeing 84% on the side of Heartbeat.
Yeah, Heartbreak is still going a little strong here. A lot of gold paint, if I get my colors right, which is very much not the case. It's a greenish color. This go around here, Jorian. I sure will get my paint colors right, and it is gonna be 61 points actually remaining on that side. It will be a lot of pink paint, excuse me, coming out of Div 0 that is going to be dished out here. 2 members have, by the way, gone down. They are going to have to retreat just a little bit here from Heartbreak. That isn't the case. Eric and Rod are still lurking large, but it is just going to be a couple members dropping just a tiny bit more. We're gonna see a lot of trades happening back and forth as we go. But it looks like we could be seeing a lead change here for Div 0.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing the change to Div 0 right now. They're going to be seeing actually 2 down though for Heartbreak. They're going to be getting the way back up actually instead. As we're going to be seeing right now for Eric, we're going to be seeing them actually going up all the way and going in with the triple splash down to be safe. But not right now though, because Bats is going to be coming in first. They're going to be trying to do a jump in or trying to beat the traction because Sam's actually going to be going in with Crab, and that's going to be the perfect time to do a triple splash and as Scott, but actually only getting a 50 actually, so that's good.
Yeah, so right now they are able to sustain with this one a little bit more. Jimmy with the restarter. I saw what the idea was, but they got the cap of the zone, so it isn't going to be the immediate cap just yet. They are going to explode though. Heartbreak does get their lead back. The question is how long will they get both zones? The answer is not for long, as there's going to be a cap of one zone and versus the other. Back and forth we go here, Jordan. But I feel like that's kind of the way this game's playing out. I believe I see a double out of the board.
Wait, where did that come from? Where did the double come from?
Splash!
Bro, that's crazy! Bro, Splash meta kind of be crazy right now. Bounce kind of going hard right now, but we're going to be seeing right now that it's going to be a 1v1 battle right now. We're going to be seeing Heartbreak actually coming in and actually getting the win on that 1v1 war. As we're going to be seeing actually still more going in, but Eric actually shutting them down for the pestle. So Fox is going to be respawned back to base, and everyone on the base I did 0 Fox. All of them give me because they have a special buddy can come back in, but that's a cancel. Wait, that's a cancel.
That is indeed a cancel. I cannot believe it either. But it's still zones being neutralized. I feel like I'm seeing the same script with the 2 zone maps here. Jorian with Heartbreak able to get both of them. This should not last that long as 3 members have all dropped. Right, that one Sam is gonna force Mirage to escape, and it will be Div 0. Now they should be in prime position to enforce a lockout here against Heartbreak. I want to see how long this goes.
Yep, Keon though. Okay, never mind. I was going to say what time we were going to see the beef side coming up, but actually we saw Gimme saying that too early because they had a way to come in and they traded off because of Eric. So that's an area right now. We're going to be seeing 2 down inside of Div 0 Fox, and they get the lead though. So that's good. For Eric, they get the splash down, but they get the destroyed though. So they not get another shot in, but we're going to be seeing Heartbreak coming back in and getting the second zone.
You know what's? I am actually impressed that this is a back and forth affair so far in Umami zones. I feel like, however, Paryu is not entirely that surprised there, Jorian, as Mondi is gonna be using the crab tank, trying to force Div 0 backwards. About 57 seconds left to go on the clock. They should be out the penalty points here. Now they just gotta retain the zones for just long enough to get the lead change, which they will. Heartbreak gets the lead back here, Jorian.
Yeah, Keon, these are Div 3 plus 3 players fighting off each other, just trying to see who can make it up to Grey White. So it makes sense why we get to see them just battling back forward on a snowball map, which is not a snowball at all. As you can see, Speedy actually gets shut down by Raj. So with 12 ticks remaining, we're going to be seeing, with now 10 ticks remaining, that should be a shutdown. But Gaming actually trying their best to do anything, but no, that's a shutdown again. And that's going to be GG's for Heartbreak, the EU vampires, moving on to Grey White.
I feel like every vampire out there has been proven. All right, we could actually play a lot of tournaments in one day and make the run of a lifetime. But that is them going to be advancing the Great White brackets because both teams were indeed 2-0 to start. That will be the 3-0. That's Great White bracket for them, and that Div 0 going to Hammerhead with the results that we saw. So that's going to be that's going to be it. Jordan. Unironically, that was actually kind of a fun back and forth we saw for both teams.
It was a fun back and forth because again, we got to see unorthodox weapons from gimme with the W actually coming in and being super aggro like a Blaster player should be, like a Luna Blaster exactly should be. And we saw Avery actually coming in and getting doubles and actually getting good Blaster shots would be really flawless too. So that made it interesting. But saying that too, the Crabs, Sam versus Bounce was pretty good. But really, just the main scenario is Heartbreak, the vampires are able to live. Because I think before, they would usually get into Hammerhead. So now that they can actually survive and make it up to Great White, they're going to be going up against the regulars, the usual Great White Warriors. So that's going to be good to see another time of the EU Championship players actually being able to survive. That's a possibility, at least.
You know, I kind of wanted to see how far Heartbreak could go with the gauntlet that they ran. So that would be a lot of fun as we get to see the Group L here in this major chart again there, and that's kind of the results that we kind of saw so far. So Heartbreak able to get the job done, and that again I believe is going to be the Great White brackets for them. And if I am not mistaken, I think all the teams are set for Great White brackets. I think we were actually the last set to wrap up out of pools here on stream. So that's real solid for them. Jordan, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break to get ourselves recollected together. But before we do have a video to show you guys, courtesy of one of our TOs, Joe Caro. So you want to take a listen to the video. We'll be right back here shortly.
But no, before you do that, by the way, we gotta say right now, if you know the names on stream, be sure to make it as safe for work and no swears, no anything. If you do it like that, you'll be screamed at. Ready? Change your name. Okay, now enjoy the ad. It's a really cool ad, by the way. Like,
Good ad.
Welcome back to SOS 183. It's all zones. Siku got kicked out again. This is like Siku's like 15 getting kicked out. Like, goddamn, when can Siku not get kicked out of a tournament? Like, Jesus, what did they get banned for this time? Did it get banned for like inflation or something, or did it get banned for like tax evasion? It might have been for tax evasion, honestly. That's why Taco's here. Anyway, for Lavender Lemonade, and actually no, it is because of tax evasion. Because Lavender Lemonade actually was the people who actually did their taxes for them, so that's why they're here. They're EU time zones, by the way, for acing. Again.
I was gonna say, the people who are playing this tournament, what time is it over there? I mean, it's like. Shouldn't you all be sleeping? Isn't it like a normal like week?
4 a.m.
Like a normal weekday over there?
4 a.m. something like that. Yep. They should be asleep, but they're not asleep. Anyways, we're Mommy Zones again.
Loading again.
We're going back to Mommy Zone. What is this?
Welcome back to Mommy Zones. If you're tuning in, you're wondering what the heck's going on. Why are we back here? That's what we're rolling with. Lavender Lemonade, by the way, in the aptly colored pink. I better make sure I got that color right.
Yes, you got it.
Got kicked out. Is in the green color. So what do you see so far here, Jordan? While I get my colors fixed.
What we got from Siku got kicked out is basically the land method sensation for H10. We got the pain buds that everyone is annoyed about. We got the Viper color coming back in. We got Boots again on the Squiffer. On the way to Squiffer play, that's actually is annoying as well on the side of H. That fights totally words on the trailer as well. But also, again, Taka's playing the Junior. Actually cosplaying a Seiko as well because, again, Siku got kicked out. As you can see for Lavender Lemonade, we're going to be seeing the Rose from Octopi on the Tri-Slots. We've seen the Asing Lunar Blast. We've seen also a Stamper and a Sniper. That thing as well.
Yeah. I actually want to see how this is all going to play out. I actually am very excited to see the Squiffer back in action. It feels like it's been a long time since I've seen Squiffer on the board. So want to see how this plays. We do get to see Rose, of course, trying to move right in again. We got one pickup and one team representing each town Splashdown from what I recall earlier. So want to see how they both duel it out here. Siku got kicked out. Is down to 43 points remaining. Paintbrush is gonna go down. Star goes down with the Wiper themselves, and that should be Lavender Lemonade's zones, and it will be, and they'll get it back here already here, Jordan.
Yeah, the main thing is, you know, to be honest, say about the pain right now, because the pain is going to go to the side of Siku got kicked out, sorta. But why I say sorta is because the pain buds and also because of the pain flush. Like, the pain buds and the Viper actually, they both have less weight, but the Junior actually does conside. But that ball we're going to see on the side of Lavender Lemonade, we are going to be seeing just a Tri-Slosher mainly going to do the best pain with the Lunar Blaster, who has barely any pain, but we're going to see with Twenty actually trying the best to go in, battling Vols, getting a triple actually fighting up, if I remember correctly, but everyone else is on the right side. And they're going to be trying to get someone else, and they think because of the AoE range on the pain buds is super crazy that they get a quad.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Tormy. Okay, we see you there. You are going up. Can you continue the train a little bit more? That's what I'd be excited to see. No. Tormy went down just earlier on that side. Lavender Lemonade is going to be moving right along there with Pika, of course, trying to see if they can get some value there. Zipcaster is being popped way deep, and they do eliminate Toggles into the picture there. Actually, the rest of the team gets the other members out, so Zipcaster gets one. The rest of the team follows suit. That is very strong for Lavender Lemonade. They get the wipeout, and Rose and Lavender Lemonade are looking for the lockout. Yeah,
and at the same time as well, we got to see it same with the hammer, because that hammer throw from one bit as well on the side of Siku got kicked out. That got killed over actually. They got the wipeout happen, but really right now we're going to see if Siku got kicked out coming back in, because again, Tommy's alive, and you don't want to see Tommy alive right now.
Yeah,
never mind.
Nope, not anymore. Lavender Lemonade gets the second wipeout from that side. Evelyn is going to be trying to look larger with the Squiffer. Squiffer in pretty decent position so far, as you do get to see the trip strikes being dished out there from the Zeko Fire Fin. There's not gonna be more to it so far. It is gonna be a 2-for-2 trade. Rose, I believe, got one as well. Kind of a bit of a scrappy fight between both sides there, and it is gonna end with Siku got kicked out, getting both capital zones here, Jordan.
Yeah, honestly, if we're going to be seeing Rose actually getting the lead off Tormy a lot more, that's going to be a good off trade-off, because if we see Tormy not in the fight 100%, that's going to be their chance for Lavender Lemonade to actually stay surviving and win. And like, with that 3 down as well, look at that. We're going to be seeing Lavender Lemonade actually trying the best to cap on themselves, but 3 down again on the side of Siku got kicked out. The Junior's going to be lots of life. Tacos actually being stuck in base with the rest of the team holding back up, trying to go back in with special as well, but we're going to be seeing actually as well, that's a double bubble comp. I just noticed that.
Yeah. I was gonna say their double bubble was there, but it doesn't feel like it feels like with the way the game has been playing out, bubbles have been everywhere else. From what I've noticed there so far from siku got kicked out. 55 seconds left to go on the clock. 2 members have already dropped. Just like that, Tormy gets another pick. This time onto acing, and Star and Tormy are now trying to move forward. They're seeing if Star can find a pick there with the Ultra Stamp. It's not gonna find much. Just gonna have to chuck this Ultra Stamp, and it's not gonna find anybody else there as well. These, I believe, are the very defensive trip strikes there. siku got kicked out. Will be out penalty points here, Dorian.
Yeah, and also the bubble cycle is going to be starting to happen right now because that's going to be Boon's first bubble coming out, and Talka's bubble is going to be coming out. Okay, Talka got bomb kill. GG's. Honestly, that bomb kill is GG's right there because that's immediately the twice-off from the kill. Because that's the cooler, they don't have cooler anymore. And with the hammer coming out of the last resort, calling for 1 zone, but also that's coming in with Pika because that's 2 down as well. That is not GG's at all, actually. That's a commentator curse right there.
That is the ultimate Jorian jinx. Jorian will have to pay for the dividends on that one. As
Wow.
it's going to be 3 seconds left to go on the clock there. I do not apologize there, Jorian, as we're going to be going through the penalty points. 2 specials are available, as it will be the zip caster being thrown in there. That is 2 picks from acing. Okay, then that's going to be the 3rd pick as well. And it looks like Lavender Lemonade are in great position to get the lead change here soon. 15 points and still counting down. As there it goes, the junior. They're starting trying to rush in with the wiper there. The entire team is wiped out, and Lavender Lemonade takes home the lead, and that will be game 1 over to them. Right away, you thought the bomb kill was gonna be the cherry on top. Lavender Lemonade responds otherwise.
Well, the Unks are playing as good as they can be right now. I'm saying that for real because acing is the OG Blaster player. Luna Blaster player in Rose is an OG Tross Launcher player, and also Evelyn is there too. So. Yeah, basically, they're playing the best. They're playing the hard outs. They know that they can still beat these new gen players to the ground. They can eliminate them because they are an actual team. Actual team composition because they actually have a bigger name, but really just Rose, Evelyn, and acing. They played a lot together before Octopi during the My Like Paradise era, I think. It's like when they started to like jump out and play with other people. Like they have been about playing with each other for a while. They've been on and off though, but by just in true fashion, they are unks. So they are old-fashioned players. They know this game. They have been here before. So, but for siku who got kicked out because of tax evasion, they have been in and out of this. They played Trying Cups before. They played in SOS before. They are weekly Warriors Soda. They played in Center Q. They played in Ludi actually as well. But they don't know how long or how experienced you can be with other people.
Yeah. And now they got to figure out how to materialize it together. As once again, the Museum Zones is back. Join for game number 2. Double Bubble is going to be back up once again. I think would not be surprised if we're going to be seeing the same weapons. The answer very much is yes. Same weapons. Let's run it back once more, Jorian.
Yep, Keon, the thing is about Double Bubble on this map, the spinner. You see the spinner in the middle. The bubble can actually cut through a little bit about it, but it does save a bomb. So we are going to see the bubbles like a bomb actually tacos and from move again, but how big or how much I'm going to see about it though is maybe minimum.
Yeah, probably not as much as we like to think there. As Lavender Lemonade gets 2, but there's going to be a scrappy fight that's going to be happening across the board. We're going to be seeing green ink here being dished out here against pink ink. I got my colors right this time, I swear. As it is going to be this neutral game so far from both teams. Both teams not able to get the cap quite yet, but it looks like so far no one is still getting the cap here, Jorian. Until now.
Yeah, no one got it until now, and acing getting a single, maybe getting a double attack if they get the hit. No, they didn't get the hit because of the hitbox of jumping, and also because of internet connection as well. That was able to get tough to get out of there. But that's 2 down inside the Lavender Lemonade. That's the 2 aggros of Rose and acing. So that's gonna be the 2 supports, the 2 backends taking it on for Lavender Lemonade to come back up and start to come back in. As you can see, the Tri-Side coming in first, and also the Buff Kill Minions as well. All not at the zone, nearby the zone though.
Yeah, now we got to see how this all plays out here. I do notice the zip cast here from Pika, which is not even flying across the board. Trying to play a little bit of Spider-Man, if you will, with whatever nifty moves they're trying to do, but to no success, as the Ultra Stamp is canceled out once more. Lavender Lemonade's doing a great job canceling a lot of the Ultra Stamps that they are dishing out. Trip Strikes being used there, but it looks like siku got kicked out. I may have gotten my colors wrong once more. I was supposed to say purple again, but it looks like we're back to a neutral game here, Jorian.
Yeah, it looks like they're back to the neutral game. Either going to see Lavender Lemonade in green and Siku got kicked out in the pink. They're going to be going in at it. And we're going to see Siku get kicked out. Actually, Target's actually going to get a kill on both. And that's going to be huge zone cap and huge zone survival for the side.
Man.
Okay, Target goes another bomb. GG's. Well, we're going to be seeing as well as the Torby. And also we're going to see Roop as well staying on the spinner. So we're going up trying to battle anyone as possible. So it's going to be on the zone. He's actually getting a kill. Maybe not. But they still get the win. So then now it's 1-1.
1-1. Siku got kicked out this time. You're correctly reading the bomb kill, being GG's, and it will be on to game number 3 here in this round 1. Which by the way, I myself am biased towards loving game 3s. Apparently my mind is still seeing different colors here at some point down the road. So we move on to Mako Mart zones, and this is going to be very familiar territory for everybody involved.
Yeah, and honestly, I think I actually misread that by enough. I think Target didn't get the kill. That was boom. So I think I'm almost 2 right now. But honestly, for Splatoon Make Mart again, the same code of Squid Game. We've seen this game before. Everyone saw this game before. It's a staple for Splat zones for Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3. So we've seen this before. Both Async, Pika, and Evelyn knows this a lot more because again, this is from S2. But for Siku got kicked out because of tax evasion. Or is it because of murder? Or is it because of robbery? Who knows? That's gonna be going to decide with Stora, Boom, Tori, and Tacos. Tacos and Boom is gonna be good because of stacks and also because Tacos bombs. Which hopefully I can go 1 or 2 on bomb calls honestly by now because Tormy is gonna be just going at them. If Tormy doesn't get killed, it's gonna be GG's.
And the question is, can Tormy stay alive long enough to see if they can get more value? Hey, we're on to game number 3 winner. This one moves on to the next round here in Great White Brackets. We take a look at the weapons. I would not be surprised if there are no changes. So far, no changes when Siku got kicked out. Okay, yep, there are no other changes from Lavender Lemonade. Once again, we run it back for a 3rd time here, Jorian.
Yeah, we're running it for a 3rd time. We're going to be seeing literally no changes at all. Literally no changes at all, like this is real. But we're going to be seeing that whole hammer getting killed off, and actually that hammer play is going to be Aiden going to be killed off. And actually that's going to be, that's going to be Evelyn, that's going to be Tori going to cut down. That's going to be, oh my god, Evelyn's down from Lavender Lemonade.
Yeah, 3 initial members down from Lavender Lemonade. I feel like I've seen Siku got kicked out with some really strong starts, and then the unfortunate ending in game 1. Game 1 meant that they have to play the 3rd game, but they're looking pretty decent so far. Star is going to go down. They're trying to force the pressure out from them, but Siku got kicked out. They're looking pretty strong so far. Trip strikes, however, being used. They are actually going to be able to hand over nicely. The bubble actually going to buy themselves a lot of time, and there was some paint being thrown into the bubble, so that's not going to be much left in the tank. And Lavender Lemonade are 50 points away from finding themselves losing on this one. Siku got kicked out, looking real strong.
Yeah, remember, that was bubble number 1 that could cut up, but bubble number 2 popped in from Boom, so that's going to go on. Tommy never dies. Tommy literally still never died in this whole point. Aiden coming in to kill Tommy again, and also the Viper as well. Boom's going to get stacked. Okay, that was a 1% chance, and Boom actually got that hit. That's solid picks right there. I'm going to be seeing my now. He got kicked out, actually getting the down gap once again. As I'm eliminated, they're going to be trying to come back in, getting a off angle of Tacos and Tommy. With 10 seconds remaining, Secret got kicked out, still having his zone. This is literally just a wax. Oh my god.
Okay, I thought that there were several moments here, Jordan. I thought that was going to be Rose getting the cap for Lavender Lemonade, and then the bubble comes out, and then Sora was like, "Okay, no, we're done here. Let's get 2 more." Now this one looked a lot more convincing for Siku got kicked out by the end of it. So Siku got kicked out. Moving on to the next round. Congratulations, H-Town representation by the H-Town Splashdown representation by the way for moving right along on that one. I think though the game 1 was a byproduct. Siku got kicked out, losing a critical fight. Lavender Lemonade thought they had the run, and Siku got kicked out. I was like, okay, we can fine tune that.
Yeah, honestly, I think for Siku got kicked out for game 1, it was a fluke because it's 2 zones, and no one likes 2 zones. Definitely for Siku got kicked out because you're better with 1 zone map, and that's happening for the next 2 maps. But just for making more zones because it's a flat map, they just got to control everything and destroy everyone. Literally going on a kill streak. Like I think everyone did die once in that map, so that's good. It wasn't like a full-on wipeout. Like it was at least everyone got killed at least once. But main thing though, Siku got kicked out because of tax evasion, because of murder, because of jail, because arson, because of I don't know what else could Siku got kicked out?
Arson, tax evasion, and possibly jaywalking.
Oh yeah, I was the jaywalking, but main thing is as well, Siku got kicked out, moves on to Battle C1, me and my girls, whatever what they're called, the Weekly Warriors, you know them already. They're back, they're here to defeat Commentators to get another SOS badge. They're here to battle them off as well. But main thing is, well, talking about the H7 representative, they might actually have Talkers play, because if Talkers play now, they might be able to have them sub in for the LAN championships. That is going to be coming up later at the end of the month.
Oh gosh, it is coming in at the end of the month. Where has time gone so far, Jordan? That's I don't even want to think about it. That's kind of where my brain is. By the way, there are several fun tournaments out there. Of course, we've talked Ludi, we talked CCA, we talked LAN championships. This literally has almost every big tournament representation so far and league representation so far the year this month. What a kooky SOS thing so far. By the way, that's the end of first block. I should point that out as well. Jordan and I are done here, so we're gonna get a new set of comms coming up here soon. Jordan, where can the people find you?
Joanne51 on Twitter, but I don't use Twitter anymore unless main for Gmod if I come back to it. But Joanne on Blue Sky and also streaming for Ludi. Ludi tonight, streaming for Dapple, streaming for I don't know what else. I forgot. Coming for maybe I don't know what else. But also Big Dapple this weekend, coming this Saturday. I'm gonna be playing it and calling in it and doing spec cam on it most likely because no one else really can be comfortable with spec cam. And also Commentators gonna be fun with Topic, who's actually gonna be coming up in the next block. But Keon, what about you other than full Ludi tonight?
Yeah, other than Ludi tonight, you can also find me, of course, Keon2570, Blue Sky, and on Twitch here as well. Just getting back to the swing of things for streaming. You can find me Ludi tonight, and also I present to you the CCA matchups on IPL every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Of course, don't ask why I got those flipped. Don't even think about it. But yeah, you can find me over there for this one. You'll also see me on commentating other places across the Splatoon landscape. New set of commentators. You mentioned before, Topic's going to be there. Frostix as well joining us in the fray. We'll get you guys over to those two set of commentators. Jordan and I are heading out of here, but don't go anywhere though. Coming up next is going to be the next round. Apparently, will be Super Hate Me World versus Bonsai. We'll see you guys here in a bit.
Be nice to the jersey, and to the Canadian as well. Thank you.
Welcome back to IPL with Swimmer Sync 183. We are in this is Top Cut, if I'm pretty sure here. I am Frostix, I am here on cam. Topic, where are you at?
Hello, it's me. It's me. Hi. Yeah, my son as well. He's gonna be there. It's
Here's my
Yoshi. Yeah, we both have kids. But yeah, like Frosty said, we are here with our top cut for you, and the teams we're gonna have on screen are gonna be Super Hate Me World versus Bonsai. Now, Super Hate Me World, I don't know why you're so angry, but that's neither here nor there. And Bonsai, I believe it's a team we have seen before on stream a couple SOSs ago. I'm not entirely sure, but the name does sound familiar along with some of the players. But both the teams have to get started somewhere, and for that, we're gonna start it on Hagglefish Market Splat Zones, which, in my opinion, this is the definition of Final Destination Fox only, no items in Splatoon.
Oh yeah, this is flatter than a crisp cracker here. It allows for so much flank routes for your front lines and a wonderful tent for your anchors to sit on.
Yeah, and I think this map especially does kind of how do I say? I won't say it favors backliners because of that tent, but this is a map where teams love to play their backliners. They love to play like your pencils, your heavy edits. Heck, you might even see a ballpoint because ballpoint's really good here, especially with that inkjet. You might see maybe if a team's feeling a little frisky, why not a Hydra? You know what I mean? So I want to say it's really favored towards backliners per se, but this is a map where they can really thrive.
Yep, I definitely say so. And actually, Topic, while we're at it, I've just checked the map list, and if you have already checked the entire map list on stream earlier, this is zones only for this entire set.
Oh, as a zones hater myself, that's very contentious for me because it's not my favorite mode in the game. It's not for me. I would say I'm more of a Clan Blitz enjoyer. So any Clan Blitz enjoyers in chat, I'm with you. Any zones enjoyers?
I get that maybe wrong in Topic's eyes. That being said, we have no more time for analysis. It is Super Hate Me World and Bonsai up in round 2 of Great White. We're seeing Pencil, Luna Blaster, Neo, is that Tenterella I see on both sides.
Yeah, very unexpected, I would say. Tent, it is a very, very good weapon, especially in zones that you cover so much of the zone itself with your tent shield. So we're going to see if that's very useful for them, as we're going to see already the tent shields being set on opposite sides of the zone, and Bonsai will be the first one to take control of this map, but Hate Me World is not going to be that far away.
That being said, though, Bonsai is on Soda Buff, and they are under the flank by the likes of this Viper and this Luna, but luckily, Bonsai managed to catch the flanks off guard, meet them right at those flank routes, and shut them down before they can cause any more damage, and now they're just holding down this mid line. It's Prom King and Love on the push. They have the Ultra Sand. Will this throw claim any targets? Not yet, but this Luna Blaster is moving in on the backline and moving fast. That being said, I think they will be able to take down HZNet, and now Super Hate Me World will get the zone and take 3 out in this counter push. Make it a wipeout.
Yeah, I want to say very clutch from Love there, using the hammer throw as kind of a distraction, and then using the fizzy pathway to just kind of make a way forward, get to the splash, get to the pencil, force them back, forcing HZ here to pop the crowd really far away from them, not quite able to affect it there. The hammer's coming out, gonna get one, looking for a second, gonna get the second, 2 for 1. You'll take that any day of the week. Lil Tay is gonna go down there, 2-1, down another one. Stamper going crazy, gonna go down instead. So Super Hate Me World with a very, very good hold here, very good lead. And now if you're Bonsai, kind of panicking a little bit though. You had the pencil though, so you don't have to worry that much about it, but without anything else, Super Hate Me World can just paint over that really easily.
And paint that they will. Lil Tay is moving in with that Ultra Stamp. That is a special to be respectful of. And they managed to at least evade its reach. They will get that Luna out here with that Trizuka. Do they notice the tent is there? That is a 360 tent shot.
Oh no, he got put in a montage somewhere.
Oh no.
That was a montage clip and a half if I've ever seen one. And Super Hate Me World with I don't want to say necessarily a comeback because it was really close at the beginning, but once they got zone, once they got in, once they got that 2-3, no, once they got that wipeout on the side of Bonsai, they just hit the ground running and they never looked back. They just kept going and going and going. They kept getting the kills. They kept using their specials appropriately. They just kept doing what they needed to do, and they just won the game off that. That was really good from them.
Yeah, exactly. Here they're managing to just control the front line so effectively. Wiper and Luna can just can actually make use of those ledges that Hagglefish Market has. I think I saw the Luna playing there, and as well, both of those have Ultra Stamp. That is the special of all time right now, considering the state it's in right now. And that Wiper and that Luna were just going off, making sure they can just tear apart at any counter push that was happening. Even when that Stamper was popping off for a bit, managing to pick up at least 2 people for a potential counter push. That Tent managing to lie in wait and hit the 360.
I mean, listen. Sometimes in Splatoon, it just happens. You miss a little spot of ink, and then guess what happens? You have the whole team just come at you from out of nowhere. You just get one shot, you lose the game. But hey, I mean, from Super Hate Me World, that was really good. That's kind of what you wanted to do. They kept the pencil back mainly, and then once the pencil was kind of not dealt with per se, but more kind of not a big factor, what happened was they made sure they kept the rest of Bonsai kind of pushed back. They made sure that they really couldn't get close to zone, because for a majority of that game, it felt like, oh, nice, I see. I feel like for a majority of that game, Bonsai, they just really couldn't force their way forward. But hey, that's in the past. Looking to game number 2 here on Ship Shape Cargo Co. We're gonna see if anything will change for Bonsai, to see if anything will change. Looks like they're gonna say the exact same comp. Yeah, they like it. They've gotten this far, so why change it up? I think the only change, is Prompt King going over to the end zap. So no tent, but a zap could be very useful. Actually, no, double cooler. Hold on. Yeah,
that is double cooler. That's going to be really interesting to see from Super Hate Me World. They are losing that defense that came from the tents here. That being said, they're going to work a lot more on the supportive end with the 2 coolers. HC9 is just firing on all cylinders with this crab tank. They have the back line. That pencil is very low here, and Bonsai are just holding this point very effectively. Here comes Lil Tay though with that Ultra Stamp. They will be able to take out the Stamper. Can they get any more targets? That throw will not get 8 Stamp. And now the Wiper's in a tricky situation. They will go down to CJ. Now CJ is just holding down this bridge very effectively. And it's a wipeout for Bonsai. This hold is still in effect, Topic.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous spot if you're Super Hate Me World, because you see CJ there with the pencil. They can just hold this entire side and just make callouts for their team, because you kind of have not a bird's eye view, but very closely to where the entire team can go. Just like their Love tried to sneak up, couldn't really do anything as Bonsai getting down to 40 points remaining. A flank from Prom King, try to at least get some attention away from him. It's going to work out really, really well though. So the rest of Super Hate Me World able to come right on through. Unfortunately, one's going to go down for them, so not quite the outcome you're hoping for. Prom King going to go down eventually, so 3 members down. A situation that turned from really, really good for Super Hate Me World turned really unfortunate for them, as they just really couldn't capitalize on that. So Bonsai still 20 ticks remaining and going, so this may be 100-0 here.
Exactly, they've entered the 10 threshold. They will be able to enter single digits here. Super Hate Me World need to act fast and work with every special they can possibly get to put this into neutral. They will put it into neutral. Can Bonsai flip it? They will! And that's the second wipeout in this match, but not from Super Hate Me World. It's coming from Bonsai, tying the set 1-1. We're going to game 3, Topic.
I mean, I think the major thing, right, from my very limited perspective is that switching over from, I don't want to say an aggressive weapon in the tent, but switching from that to a NZAP, which is a lot more passive, I would say. You do lose the Zuka that was very helpful from that first game, right? You kind of lose that aggressive factor for a more supportive one, which I think you mentioned earlier. And I think that really hindered them, because once Super Hate Me World lost control of zone, once they like got backed up to their court, it just kind of felt like they were stuck, because you only had 2 real aggressive specials to work with there.
No, exactly here. They only had, not only were there two aggressive specials to work with. Those two aggressive specials were Ultra Stamp, and those technically require those could potentially require you to start overextending the push here. And the next thing you know, you're going to be down on numbers for that counter push if those stamps go down. And I think Bonsai managed to actually shut down I think the Wiper stamp when they were trying to do that here. So excellent work on Bonsai trying to adapt to the comp that was still pretty much similar on Super Hate Me World's end.
Yeah, and I think as we go to game number 3, which I believe was on Crab Lake Capital, if I remember correctly, this is going to be also nice penguins. This is going to be, I don't want to say more of the same from game number 2, as in the pencils, the backliners for both teams are going to be like the most impactful, as we see right here. Sunny going over to the E-Leader 4K for even more range to kind of pick off the members of Bonsai. So I think the real battle here is going to be for bridges, right? If you can get the bridge on either the enemy side or in mid in your favor, you are not good to go, but you're really close to it.
Yeah, you'd be pretty half decent to go. And now Super Hate Me World will immediately cap this first zone. Lotte spamming that ledge here, shredding down that tent shield. They had Fallon in their sights, but will not be able to get the pick. They had HC in their sight, but no, this Viper is getting checked. That being said, Bonsai has still yet to retake this. Spexal will take out Prom King. The Zipcaster will come out. Will they be able to keep
okay.
They will with that sword. Can they get the backline even further? Bonsai has already recapped the zone. I think that was trying to get the stamp. They will. The Luna will go down. So much things happening all at once, Topic, but all we know for sure is that Bonsai is in control of the zone and getting close to taking that lead. They will.
Yeah, they're able to take the lead, but not for long, as Super Hate Me World are going to fight back really effectively here as the 10's going to come out. Unfortunately, one's going to go down for Bonsai, looking for another one. Lotte cornering the 10, but the 10 says no, looking death in the eyes and saying, not today, sir, and keeping the team in it as Bonsai able to hold onto the zone, even though, yes, they do have a penalty. They're going to at least keep control of the zone once again, so very, very clutch there. As now Bonsai working through the penalty points like it's absolutely nothing here, forcing one to jump out, though. So Bonsai able to get a couple more points though on their penalty.
And now Super Hate Me World start going back. That Luna was applying a lot of pressure in the front line. Lotte pops out the Ultra Stamp. Spexal was not ready for that. Can that get the throw onto Fallon? No. But that Viper is once again controlling the front line, controlling the ledge, and that's what Viper can do effectively. And now they're controlling the bridges just for a second here, and that's definitely something that you said that both teams would like to consider, that bridge control, considering that this is Bridge City we're playing on here. The Sultanas are fighting in the ledge. That Crab Tank is trying to get the paints going. That being said, Super Hate Me World is matching the Crab Tank's paint output with that N-Zap, with the Viper, with the E-Leader here, and they're forcing Bonsai to just not get into control yet, but they will get the zone and apply 41 penalty points to Super Hate Me World. This fight is still on.
Yeah, it's still on, as we're going to see Bonsai managing into the penalty points, getting down to 68, looking to get a little further here. Super Hate Me World, though, they're getting pushed back a little bit here because they're at least a little bit worried here, because you do see there's a Zuka and there is a Crab at the ready. There's one, there's two. Unfortunately, the tent will go down there, but hey, that's just enough space for Bonsai to work with. They're able to at least take the lead here. You see the Stamper trying to, shark under some ledges here, maybe get a cheeky pick here off once or twice. Looks like they might not really have the opportunity to, as the hammer is going to come in. But Super Hate Me World not quite to get anything here. There's one's going to go down, looking for even more. 2 members down. The Zipcats is not going straight for the leader. They know their target. They're going to try to get them as quickly as possible, trying to get them. Not quite able to do that just yet, but Bonsai, a lot of space to work with here. 10 ticks remaining, and Super Hate Me World has to go for the zone. Members are going down left, right, and center. That will do it. The Luna not quite able to paint the zone in time, and Bonsai with a technically reverse sweep, because they did lose game 1, but hey, they came back, they fought really hard to the end, and that is a good way to open this bracket.
Oh, definitely, I'd say, Topic. Such a stellar showcase. Coming from Bonsai for this entire best of 3 set, they managed to take their losses from Super Hate Me World on Hagglefish Market, and then take Ship Shape, then they take Crab Leg very effectively here. And maybe Super Hate Me World is regretting to drop that tent.
I mean, yeah. Ever since that tent, ever since they not lost the tent, but ever since they, switched out the tent, it kind of felt like a switch flipped, if that makes sense. Like, it felt like felt like Bonsai could play more aggressively while being not as scared, I would say. So just the loss of the tent kind of, I don't want to say made them be more aggressive, but it kind of did in a way.
Yeah, also, I've noticed you've upped the ante on your plush game topics. That look
I have not. They've been there the entire time. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Clear. Of course.
Of course.
But of course, back to Super Hate Me World and Bonsai's performance here. They just managed to. I really like how we managed to see a lot of interesting comps, specifically from Super Hate Me World. Game 2, they brought out Double Cooler. Game 3, they brought out E-Leader, and it's really interesting.
I mean, hey, listen, I'm all for creativity in comps. You know, give me a bamboo, give me like a dapple doolies, give me like these weird unconventional weapons or these weird unconventional comps that you wouldn't really see. And hey, listen, they got to Great White. That's something.
True.
That is something. Even if you don't go all the way, getting to like what, top 10 or 8, I believe, getting that far is still an accomplishment in and of itself.
Yeah, exactly. They managed to just climb their way up all through groups in order to make it to not just Great White, but in fact past the first round of Great White. Bonsai won against Heartbreak. Meanwhile, Super Hate Me World, they were already seeded in round 2, if anything.
Yeah, so yeah, it looks like that will be it. Bonsai will move on to face me and my girls. So they have a match cut up for them. Super Hate Me World, unfortunately, this is where you fall. But hey, can't be happy. You made it to Great White. You made it to tied for 7th. I think that's how it works. So not really a lot you can be excited about with that. That'll be the end of round number 1. But, you know, we have a little bit of time before our next match is ready. And Frosty, there's one thing I must ask you.
What's up, topic? What's the up? What's the up?
So there's a very how should I say, Switch shaped 2 elephant in the room here.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I just want to, like, you know, we have time. Let's conversate a little bit. So what are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking about the price it is in Canadian dollars. I am from the humble city of Toronto, Canada, and it's been revealed that the Switch 2 will be costing $630 base price without before taxes. This was a shock. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take a lot of saving before the dreaded day of June 5th, 2025. And I was thinking about getting the Mario Kart bundle.
Okay, honestly, so was I, because as you know, as someone who has actually, where is it? So this is a launch Switch, right? I had this. Yeah.
This is a launch Switch too.
Yeah, 2017. I remember the exact day, March 4th, 2017. I got the Switch. I have it ever since. So I'm excited mostly because one, Mario Kart is fun. Especially the tour looks, or not tour, world looks so good.
They let everyone into that Mario Kart game, man.
They let a cow drive a car.
They let the skeleton fish drive a car.
I'm sorry, that is peak. But yeah, I'm really excited. Peak Cinema. Listen, we've peaked as a Nintendo generation. We've peaked. Nothing else is needed. So yeah, I do. I really want to get the new Mario Kart. I think that looks really good. I think Donkey Kong, Bonanza it's called?
Yes.
Bonanza?
No, Bonanza, like Bananza, but Bonanza.
Okay.
It's like Donkey Kong's Odyssey.
Yeah. To me, because it reminds me of like a really upgraded, you know, DK64.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It reminds. Donkey Kong. Yeah, it reminds me of that. It looks like a really upgraded version of that, and I'm excited to say the least. To say the very least.
I think the game that I'm excited for the most for Switch 2, aside from that Mario Kart, I actually don't know. It's definitely one of those like third party. Maybe it's just Silk Song. I don't know.
Silk Song. Yeah, I make the grave mistake of going onto Twitter directly after Nintendo Direct, and all my entire feed, I am not joking you, for like the next 4 hours was Silk Song. So it was just that. I was like, okay,
I mean, we haven't gotten news in 5 years. What do you expect?
I mean, yeah, I don't blame you. Like, as a, I'm also a Metroid Prime fan and a Bayonetta fan. So, 8
We haven't
years,
gotten news in ages.
8 years is kind of a long time to say the least. But yeah, overall, yeah, I think I'm excited for Switch 2. Price?
Yeah.
No. The
No.
console itself? Yes, I'm very excited.
I'm not ready to fork over 6. No, you know what's crazy, Topic? The Mario
is
Kart
crazy?
bundle is 7 big ones, Canadian. 7 whole big ones.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, 700.
Okay.
It's insane. Maybe we can take the edge off of the Switch 2 prices. We've got a little bit of a sponsored section here, ready to present to you guys here. Justin, you want to get it going here, or should I read this out? Oh, there it is. So, Dapple Productions and IPL are teaming up to run a charity tournament with Gamers Outreach called Gamers for Giving. The goal is to raise $1,000 to help bring the joy of gaming to hospitalized children and their families. It's a 2-day tournament and takes place the Saturday-Sunday of August 12th and 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To sign up, you can sign up on start.gg. I don't know where the link's going to be posted. Maybe it's going to be in chat. But of course, do consider signing up. Do consider donating, because this is of course going to the hospitalized children and their families, because everyone deserves to game and everyone deserves to get a Switch too, right, Nintendo?
Yes, everyone deserves the beauty of the Switch. It's going to be great. I know I'm personally going to be donating to it because, listen, it's as I have family members who haven't really gamed before, so giving like the little I remember my cousin, his first console I bought him was a Switch Lite, and watching him play was like, man, that reminds me when I got my 3DS. So it's just great to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to play games, since they are the great connector of all.
Exactly, they're the lifeblood of entertainment. They allow you to just experience so much storytelling, so much stories, so much action. And man, I'm sounding like I'm Jeff Cayley at this point. Just get the teleprompter saying wrap it up at this point.
Yeah, you keep it going. You have another minute. You can keep going.
Either way, sign up to the tournament, donate to the charity if you're willing to. This is, of course, all for a good cause. Yeah, gosh, it's gonna be great. But with that, we're gonna take a very quick break. We still got a couple more teams wrapping up, so we'll be back with more SOS coming up to you in a few minutes.
told you to be quick because we are back with more SOS 183. I am Topic, joined once again by Frosty, and for you today we have two more teams. We have Healthy Diet Food Groups versus, I'm sorry, Never Back Down, Never What?
Never give up. Yeah, don't worry, I can match energy.
Yeah, see, they're all capital, so you have to scream it out. That's just the way it goes.
Yep, that's the rules according to the A team here. And there are some pretty standouts here. We have Ziff, Blopper, Eevee, and Stans on Healthy Diet Food Groups. And totally not Energy, Benji, Fishy, Bless Up, Proto, and Tamako on Never Back Down, Never What here. This is semifinals now, and we're going into Robo Ramen Zones for Game 1.
Yeah, this map can really, I won't say get boiled down to the ramp section, but it does kind of matter on which team can get ramp first and which team can hold it better, if that makes sense, right? Because if you get there, it is not incredibly, I won't say incredibly hard, it is a challenge per se to get out, but hey, we're hopping straight into both these teams that are saying, hey, we're ready to go, we're ready to get roaring here, as we're gonna see Never Back Down go with a no backline comp, which is very interesting from them. We're gonna see a rapid blaster pro deco zap 52 and slosher from the side of Healthy Diet Food Groups. You know, a lot more aggressive comp with, oh, actually, hold on, a double no backliner with Bamboo. You know what, I'm all here for it.
I mean, if anything, Topic, you called the Bamboo all the way back in round 2, and now we have the zone fight happening. Never Back Down, Never What did get the initial cap, but Healthy Diet Food Groups are putting up a very solid fight, and they will manage to take control of the zone once more here. But can they control it for long? We just need to see. This Scamper is dodging in and out of lasers and in and out of tri-strikes, as Never Back Down, Never What will recap it just as swiftly as they lost it.
Yeah, they're able to recap, and I think what I'm noticing now is Healthy Diet Food Groups have no cooler, so they have to be a lot more selective about the fights that they take, and so if I do a really quick job of that jelly roll, able to get one. They're looking for even more, but instead decided to just recap. The zoners painted for a little bit longer here. They're going to go down eventually, so Never Back Down, able to at least get a lot of control over zone here, trying to push their way forward, though. Pineapple, though, on the flank, able to get one, looking for even more, not quite able to find anything else, decided to just back up because they have to do that already. So if push comes to shove, they have the time to actually get some control, able to get one though, but unfortunately for him, the rest of the team is not going to be there to quite capitalize on that completely. So looks like Healthy Diet Food Groups actually, hold on, they are able to do it, eventually getting 3 members down, looking for even more, looking for the 4th one, not quite able to get them now. Actually, yes they are. So hey, talk about a very quick switch up, as now Healthy Diet Food Groups are the one in control here.
That being said, though, Never Back Down, Never What are sticking to the bed, and they are not going down without a fight. And a fight they are bringing. Tamako has dropped down the tactical cooler, and now they're on soda buff. They're bringing the fight to Healthy Diet Food Groups here. Healthy Diet Food Groups, on the other hand, are very close to taking back the lead, and there it goes. It is now going into the 40 threshold. Never Back Down, Never What needs to start acting fast, because this zone is still predominantly purple. Zone is neutral, and it has been recapped by Never Back Down, Never What?
It's funny every time, because you know, you always gotta emphasize it, as we're gonna see Healthy Diet Food Groups, so they're gonna be the ones that are able to recapture the zone again, and there we go. There are the chunks that they can fight within those and be really effective, and just make sure Never Back Down can just not stay in one place for very long here. They're able to at least get their way off for a little bit longer here, able to get the whale off, able to get the strikes off, able to get a little bit more of, not quite able to, as it's gonna go 1-for-1 trade here. Rice Ball forced it back away here, away from this rapid blaster, and it looks like, look at that, Never Back Down, Never What, holding up to their name and just not backing down.
Oh, Nick A30 would be proud of these 4 players right now, and they're taking the fight back to Healthy Diet Food Groups right up on that ramp here. Tamako is already farming for that second soda here. That'll be very vital for what Never Back Down, Never What is trying to do. The bucket has the, what's it called? Has the tri-strikes ready to go. The killer whale has come out from Rizu as well, and they're holding Healthy Diet Food Groups back really far here. They managed to shut down the carbon in their tracks as they were trying to go for a flank, and they will take back the lead once again here. This fight is heated.
I mean, yeah, back and forth and back and forth. It's like they're playing ping pong with the zone here, but never back down will be the last ones to serve as they able to get to 14 points remaining. Healthy Dive to try to do something here, try to get their way into the zone. There's the Zuka. There's two members on top of your screen trying to do something. Here's the flank along with the Zipcats. Not quite able to do a whole lot there. Pineapple's able to go win, and there we go. Last second 1 point meme. You love it. You love to see the 1 point meme. So Healthy Diet Food Groups, they are not backing down for themselves. They're in it to win it with 90 seconds remaining.
And they're still pushing strong here. They're almost out of their penalty points, and now they're going to start counting down. That being said, the Tri-Strikes and the Killer Whale have come out once more from Never Back Down, Never What here. Zone is once again gone into neutral, but it's immediately going to get recapped by Healthy Diet Food Groups here. I think Never Back Down, Never What is trying to move in. That rapid, the RPG is going to be able to take out the Carbon Roller. Zone is halfway painted green here. Never Back Down, Never What has the makings to get this push, get this hold restarted, and here it goes. Healthy Diet Food Groups has 50 seconds and counting to get this zone. This may just have to go into overtime topic.
I mean, we might have to see here as Never Back Down, Never What are doing exactly what they can, using Zoyo's range here to try to keep Healthy Diet Food Groups at bay, make sure they can't get into zone here. It looks like they might not last for long as one of them is going to go down. The cooler is going to be out, will be very, very helpful for Never Back Down, Never What. But Healthy Diet Food Groups are just going to try to bum rush the zone here. Jellyroll with the bubble is going to be their Rice Ball with the Zepcats are going to win as well. Pineapple is going to go in as well. One member is going to go down for Never Back Down, Never What, but 90 seconds remaining. They have to go for zone as quick as possible. Unfortunately, Pineapple, the last member remaining, trying to go for 3, not quite gonna get it, and Never Back Down, Never What, living up to their team name. And despite the massive pushback from Healthy Diet Food Groups, they are able to hold on, and they're able to win a very, very close game number 1.
Exactly here. They managed to get stopped in their tracks at one point, but the spirit of Nick 830 possessed them when they needed to. They managed to hold that zone so effectively, even when Healthy Diet Food Groups were just constantly battering at them like they were their own battering ram with so much to offer. They just managed to hold their ground, holding it stalwart, not just at the zone, but at the ramp as well here. Just amazing. From Never Back Down, Never What. We're going into game 2 now. This is going to be splat zones once again. Like I said earlier, all zones on Barnacle and Dime now.
You know what? This is my favorite Tetris piece in the game. The Z-shaped Tetris piece, pretty fantastic. Now, when talking about Barnacle and Dime in particular, I think the biggest thing, or two biggest things, are Street, of course, getting yours and making sure the enemies can't get onto yours, and then there is the Plat. If you get Plat, you basically have access to the enemy court. And if you get into enemy court, this map can be very, very lock ahead. But we're going to see here is we're going to see Healthy Diet Food Groups going over to the Decapitator and the Nouveau Stamper. So a double Splatana comp. Very interesting from there, as long with, you know, one more supportive one in the decaf and then one more aggressive one with the Nouveau.
Yeah, that Stamper will be able to provide a crab that can provide a little bit more firepower for Healthy Diet Food Groups, and Jelly Roll is already going straight onto their plat, but they will get shut down. That being said, Walnut is holding down the zone with that Bamboozler here, leaving Rizzu potentially bamboozled. They're being chased down by this Killer Whale. Will they be able to stop Rizzu in their tracks? No, Rizzu will be able to jump out to safety. That being said, Healthy Diet Food Groups is looking to actually get control of that plat here. Actually, scratch that. Never Back Down, Never What has something to say about that, and that's Tri-Strikes. That's going to be a trade. The Bucket and the Bamboozler have gone down, but Rice Ball will pop out the crab here to fight that 52. It will go down to the RPD, and now Rizzu is moving up onto plat to get shut down by Pineapple's Decapitator / such a wide hitbox to claim so much picks for Healthy Diet Food Groups, but they need to act fast here. They have the big bubbler, and now they will lose the lead, especially considering Never Back Down, Never What has control of the plat, and they're actually moving into court here, like you said here.
I mean, yeah, very, very dangerous if you are Healthy Diet Food Groups, but you have a crab, you have the whale, you have the bubble. We have actually double bubbles. I haven't realized that before, but that could be very, very useful. And it looks like you have to their advantage there, getting 2 members down of Never Back Down, Never What. So the cooler that you see there in the middle of the zone will basically be wasted a little bit here. As you see, 3 drinks are still there, so maybe a bit of a panic cooler from Never Back Down, Never What. But as you see right there, cooler's gone, so that's a very, very big blow to them, as we're gonna see Healthy Diet Food Groups slowly make their way forward. And I think this bamboo will be very, very helpful for them if they're able to, along with the double bubble, just being able to set up on plat here. Actually, they're able to get the lead and just prepare for never back down, never what to get back in.
And here they go. They're assisted by the lasers of Killer Whale 5.1. Already, the decapitator has gone down. Tamako is just leading the charge. And now Zone is once again in neutral. And it has been recapped by Never Back Down. And now, this is looking to be a counter push already happening. Just as fast as they lost it, Healthy Diet Food Groups claims the zone thanks to that crab tank. And the rest of the team just acting immediately. Right now, they take out Rizu with clean decapitator movement. And then they're immediately going to take control of Plat here, establishing a very solid force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, Pineapple telling Rizzo to go brush your teeth there, giving them some space for Healthy Food Groups to work with. Noma going down, Rice Bowl going down in a trade. That'd be very helpful for Healthy Food Groups as that takes away resources from Never Back Down, Never What here, as Proto trying to paint the zone here along with Tamako, along with one other member from Never Back Down, Never What, able to recapture the zone. But Healthy Food Groups are still going to be there. The bamboo is going to go down for Healthy Food Groups. That's a very, very big blow to them as he Never Back Down, Never What slowly make their way forward. The zone's gonna be flipped over in Healthy Food Groups' favor though, so hey, this aggression is being used against them as Rizu kind of caught out here, going for a jelly roll, not quite able to get him just in the nick of time here. It looks like Never Back Down, Never What will end up the victors of that last engagement, so good job on them. But you see, once again, Healthy Food Groups are not going to go away.
Exactly here. Their presence is everlasting here, and they can potentially get this working. That is too easy. What did you just do? Oh no, and now Pineapple gets shut down by the suction bomb. What is going on?
No.
Even still, Healthy Diet Food Groups will be able to recap. That's another 25 penalty points going on to Never Back Down. And now, Healthy Diet Food Groups is reestablishing their presence both at Plat and on Streets. I think they managed to spot out Rizu, but Rice Ball is in a tricky situation. That RPD from Zoyo is proving to be tricky to deal with. That being said, the Stamper is moving in. That's an interesting thing for Stamper to do.
Okay.
And that is a forward grab tank from Healthy Diet Food Groups, firing on all cylinders, taking out Rizu, firing up on Tamako. They're backing off here, and now they're in the single digits. Can Never Back Down, Never Would get this? I don't think they can. Topic, and that's a knockout once more from Healthy Diet Food Groups, landing them game 2.
Okay, maybe this is just me, but that crab felt like an ego play. Like, yeah, I'm just better, and it worked out for them. Healthy Diet Food Groups, that double bubble comp gave them the back, not I'll say backbone, but kind of the, what's the word? Oh, the word. Anchor, yeah, kind of the anchor that they need to work with. They gave him that bit of security that, hey, if I extend a bit too far, I got teammates behind you. I have a safe space I can go to, heal up a little bit, and just I know I have a teammate there, whether it be a junior, whether it be the decap. I know I'll have someone there to help me, and that worked out. So Healthy Diet Food Groups, a lot of fight there. I like it. Yeah, I like I like their fight. But as we go to game number 3, which is going to be zones on Mahi, you know, it's going to be Mahi once again. I do think that not a lot's going to change from either side, because I do think both these teams, they know what they like. They're going to keep on going with what they like. So we're going to see what happens here, as we're going to see again no changes from either side. Actually, no. There's going to be one, or actually 2 major changes here. Rizu going over to the 96 Scout Deco, and then for Healthy Diet Food Group, it's going to see Rice Ball going over to the Vanilla Stamper. So for a bit more of aggression here, it's going to see Healthy Diet Food Group is going to be the first ones to take control here of the zone. Actually, no, not quite. They're going to be held out just a little bit longer, so Never Back Down, Never What. They're able to recapture the zone for a little bit here, able to go and push up and get into the base, get into the space of Healthy Diet Food Groups though, as Healthy Diet Food Groups though, with Rice Ball here on this slide, it's going to be able to at least get a lot of pressure down, get a lot of pressure going. 3 members are going to go down, so Healthy Diet Food Groups, as fast as they lost zone, they recaptured it in a second.
And now here, they do still have a very predominant lead. That's 78-91. Healthy Diet Food Groups is dodging in and out of so much specials, especially when there's not a lot of space. Water hasn't dropped yet on Mahi Mahi, and now Never Back Down, Never What is starting to take the fight to them with that Kraken here. That's an interesting switch, going from, was that 52 to 96 Deco topic?
I believe it I believe it was, yes. Going for that bit more of a range in the Kraken, I guess a bit more of a, I won't say aggressive special, but one that can kind of force your team in. And looks like that's exactly what's going to happen here. But Healthy Diet Food Groups is doing what they can. There's only 3 points separating these two teams, so it's not that far away. But Healthy Diet Food Groups, 3 members down. A lucky Jelly Roll there is able to get another one, and they're able to take the lead here and looking to get this water level down.
Yeah, is it weird to feel like the water is still up? There's okay, I jinxed it. And now that water level is gonna drop. That's gonna be so much more space for those Splatanas and that Bamboo to play from Healthy Diet Food Groups. Oh, whoa! Pineapple's gone down, I think, to a straight bomb from Tamako. And now, Never Back Down, number 1 are immediately storming the front with that, with the end tap and the tri-strikes, recapping zone and applying 44 penalty points to Healthy Diet Food Groups. That being said, Rice Ball now has a lot more space to work with here. Doing the line that chip damage. That's what the mid line that Stamper Nouveau can do.
Yeah, and now see what this Stanford is going to do. You see they have Zipcaster as, but they're looking for the perfect opportunity to use it, getting damage onto one, able to get assist off of that. 2 members are going to go down. The Cooler is going to be out for Never Back Down, never what, but 3 members are going to go down here. So Healthy Diet Food Groups able to eat through their penalty points and start ticking down at their score. 30 points remaining, 2.5 minutes to go left in the game. Rice Ball has a Zipcaster at the ready. Gotta be a little careful of that. You're going to see a whale at the ready as well for Healthy Diet Food Groups. So if you're Never Back Down, never what, you got to do something here. 2 members are going to go down there. The Kraken's going to come out as well. 3 members are going to go down, leaving only the Kraken. Rizu is the last one in zone. Kraken doesn't paint as well as you might think, and the Healthy Diet Food Groups able to hold on once again, and they're able to win game 2 and take a 2-1 series lead, bringing us to their match point.
That was deadly fast topic, and I definitely attribute it to just how aggressive Healthy Diet Food Groups are here. Even without Cooler, they're managing to just take fights so effectively and working within the space that they had. I'm pretty sure that water level was up for longer than I thought, man.
I mean, I believe it went down around the... God, I have bad memory. Like the 3.5 minute mark, which doesn't sound like it's that rare, but... If you play a lot of Mahi, specifically Mahi zones, if you watch a lot of Mahi zones, that first water level drops around like the first minute, right? So having it up there means that these two teams are very competitive. They kept it close, and they just, I don't know, they just it was very even, to say the least.
Yeah, I would say it's very even here. Healthy Diet Food Groups has the aggression. Meanwhile, Never Back Down, Never What has the firepower. They have these specials that can just control an area so effectively. They have that tri-strike, they have the tri-strike, they have the Killer Whale here. All really good at displacing, and that new addition of the Kraken could be really useful.
Yeah, but well, we're gonna see as we go to game number 4 on on Museum d'Alfonsino, a big wide open mid area you have to work with here. So I believe the double bubble from Healthy Diet Food Groups will be very helpful if they do decide to bring it out here. Rita going back over to the 52 may be a bit helpful for that killing power. It looks like for Healthy Diet Food Groups sticking with only 1 bubble here, as Pineapple going back over to, I believe, the carbon here. So we're gonna see if that's gonna be helpful for them here, as hey, if you have that Food Groups, you're looking good here. That's a really good start though, getting 1 member already. So hey, if you're Healthy Diet Food Groups, you're playing with a lot of momentum in your wins.
Yeah, exactly here. And once again, Pineapple will already get another pick onto Tamako here. The zone is still in their hands, even when they're not really running a lot of weapons that can paint really well. They manage to just outpaint them here and outrange them in that case. Proto's going down to these ranged shots from Rice Ball here. That being said, Rizu's taking the duel here, not only with the wall, but also with the Killer Whale. It could be isolated, but here comes that sick faster, and now Rice Ball is dying in the backline. They will be able to take out Zoyo. Will they be able to take out 2? Can they get Proto in their sights? No. Is their jump camped? Not yet here. Right? No. And Rice Ball won't be able to make it out. And Proto dropping the tri-strikes to put Zone in neutral, and now allowing the recap. That's 40 points, 40 penalty points going on to Healthy Diet Food Groups.
I mean, hey, you'll take getting to 48 any day of the week when Pineapple is going to be found out and got and be taken out very effectively there for never back down, never what. But now the question is, can they hold here? Because they're in a really good spot. They have a cooler at the ready. They have Rizu here just sharking underneath the ply here, looking for something here. They're gonna get caught out and forced to get a cooler. One member is gonna go down for never back down, never what, forcing me to jump out and jump right back into the fight. The bubble's going down on top of the mid spinner, looking to just give help that if we lose a lot of space to work with though. You see Proto at the top of your screen here, at least causing a bit of distraction, but not quite enough. That's healthy that if is focusing on zone, able to get that relatively easily. So now they're only going to be down 3 points, which is not bad for them.
Yeah, exactly. That being said, they have even penalty points to work around, and they have to outrun these killer whales. Not just one, count it, two, and these tri-strikes as well. There's just no one on point to contest the amount of firepower that Never Back Down has, and that's once again going into their possession. That being said, the killer whales coming out from Walnuts. Can they get any assists here? They will be able to take out the 52. That's a good start here. Zone's once again in neutral here, and now it's been recapped by Healthy Dive 3 groups here. They just need to start bringing back the aggression that we saw in the early game here. Walnuts taking the upper angles. They will be able to take out Zoyo as well as Tamako here, and now they just have all the space in themselves. They will be able to take out Rizu as well here, and now they're almost out of their penalty points here, and since the lead is so short, they probably will be able to get it back right about now. And here it goes. Rice Ball has the Zipcaster, Jelly Roll has the bubble, and even what's it called, Pineapple has the Zuka. The Zuka's come out here, and now they're just holding Never Back Down in their spawn topic. Will they be able to get out?
They might be able to. Jelly gets able to get one. Battle Junior doing what Battle Junior does. The one's gonna go into neutral for just a second there, but now 10 ticks remaining. Rizu has to just bum rush his own. None of them are gonna go down. They're gonna fall straight into the jaws of a carbon, and that will end it. Never back down, never what's not able to get back into the zone. And Healthy Diet Food Groups, very dominant game number 4, and they will be moving on to this week's grand finals. Great job on them. Great job for them.
In Healthy Diet Food Groups, you're going up against me and my girls. You're up against Harshi, Liam, Tiki-Taka, and Yeti here. Those are some pretty prominent names in the scene here. And of course, what an amazing set. We don't even need to go to Mako Mart this time around topic. Maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe it is, but yeah, just Healthy Diet Food Groups, they just played really well. I don't really know what else to say. They kind of did their thing. They got their frontliners in. They had Jelly on the junior. You know, we all love Battle Junior. It's very fun. Battle Junior got in there. We saw the Zipcaster, or not, the Stamper getting some really clutch kills. We saw just their frontliners doing what they do, and it just worked out really well for them. What else do you want me to say?
I mean, if anything, I know Pineapple personally, aka Eevee. They are nasty with the carbon roller, so I was definitely expecting Eevee to go insane with that carbon this entire set, and we did. We also saw them on Decapitator too. Shout out Eevee if you're watching this.
Yeah, like, hey, unfortunately, if you're Never Back Down, never what, this is where your run ends. But hey, like I said, getting to Hammer Great White, it's not an easy task. Getting to semifinals, not an easy task. So you can at least go with your head held high. Like, hey, listen, we played really well this week. We have a lot of, I don't know if they're gonna watch film, but they have a lot of film to look through if they want to, like, see what went wrong, what they could do better. But yeah, like you said, we have our grand finals coming up in a little bit. But before that, we're gonna take a very, very quick break. But hey, don't go anywhere.
Hold on. I think we actually got something to do. We got a video ad to play here for you guys. So of course, just check this out a bit. What is this, a Nintendo Direct?
Nintendo Direct? We love Nintendo Directs.
Anyways, check this out.
my god!
Skibbity guy, where's my wife here?
Poker table. Anyways, we got no more time for that. We're going straight into finals. Zero break. Good job, Topic, and getting out of that water. Stay hydrated, folks.
Stay
and
hydrated.
now we're going to see Me and My Girls versus Healthy Diet Food Groups, hot off the presses of their semifinals win and going straight into grand finals. This is for all the marbles, Topic.
I mean, hey, they're just raring to go. Healthy Diet Food Group's a team we just saw. We saw how well they can work together. You saw how they use double bubble effectively to like get space, use the bubble, and then just keep the opponent back. But Me and My Girls, number one overall seed or number one seed, they made it to grand. So hey, I would expect a very close set as we go to game number one on Umami Ruins.
Umami Zones is definitely going to be an interesting pick, considering we saw that Healthy Diet Food Groups can bring so much aggression to any fight here. That being said, will they have the means to divide their forces evenly between two zones? We'll have to just see how they manage to work around the two zones nature of Umami Ruins.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that does boil down to, at least in my opinion, which team can get top mid. Right, if you get top mid, you do kind of have access to both zones, not directly, but like indirectly, if that makes sense. Like you can overlook both of them. You can make sure that you see everything. That's the way I could put it.
Yeah, exactly. Here, I definitely consider that their Bamboo would like to play a lot in that the top mid rectangle here. I'm pretty sure Bamboo can actually manage to paint both zones from the rectangle, assuming that it has enough range. I know Junior can.
I believe so. I know it's close though. I know it's like very close. I think Bamboo can reach like the edge corner, like from your side. It might be close. Don't quote me on this. I'm not a doctor. But it's close. That's all I know.
Yeah, and it'll definitely be key for them to at least keep up a little bit of paint output, considering that a lot of their paint is being applied to the front liners trying to move in and out of the spaces within Umami Ruins here. It's really a close quarters map when you think about it.
Yeah, and I think especially when you're getting pushed back, like, or when you're aggressing, if you're on either side, the biggest obstacle or biggest advantage to you is getting silo. That little hump area, whatever it's called, the big circle. Yeah, that one. Yeah. If you get that, you can basically lock out the enemy team. Because where are they gonna go? They have to go not straight to you, but they have to be like at least be in your firing range.
I mean, you could go around to go through that little that divot in the map, and then through the ink rail, and then onto the other zone. I think maybe that's why the ink rail is there. But even still, like, what's it called? When your team has that much control of the map, you can't help but feel like they'll notice you trying to go for a flank here. So it's like you said, if they can just control that silo space. If anything, silo is where the backlines tend to play a lot, because at least it gives advantage on one of the zones out of the two.
Yeah, and I think I know you said the little drop area, but I think the biggest was it the drop area or was it the one above silo? Which one were we talking about?
Oh, the drop area that I was talking about.
I think the biggest problem, at least to me, is that you're at a massive height disadvantage, and if you're already getting locked out, realistically, they're gonna have at least one. Any like coordinated team is gonna have at least one person, not like in the zone, but like maybe to, maybe like your side of the top mid section, and they can just see you because you're kind of a fish out of water at that point. Like, you really don't have a lot to work with. But hey, enough of that. We're going to get straight into it. Grand finals, Healthy Diet Food Groups versus Me and My Girls. Let's see what they're gonna bring out for Healthy Diet Food Groups. Kind of what we saw before for Me and My Girls, a double Splatoon comp with the rain pencil. Very interesting from them.
And if anything, their soda is being covered by NZAP once again. We've been seeing a lot of NZAP, this SOS in particular. That being said, Healthy Diet Food Groups will be able to cap that zone first and apply so much more pressure onto Me and My Girls. They're already 2 down. The end zap and that wiper have already gone down. There's that bubble, and look where they're going. Is that silo IC topic?
I mean, hey, everyone knows that's very important. You get silo, you get so many points for it. And you see me and my girls trying to get to that spot as quick as possible. We're gonna see one of the stampers dropping down right away. You're gonna see the end zap here taking silo over. The hammer's gonna come out as well. As long as the caster, one member's gonna go down for after that. If we're looking for even more, it looks like just like that, me and my girls have to recapture the zone very quickly here. The Zipcaster trying to go out, trying to go for it, able to get rice ball there. 2 members go down for after that. So me and my girls, they could push back very far, but they've responded really quickly.
Yeah, exactly. And this Stamper is still putting excellent work onto the back line of Healthy Dive Food Groups, managing to take out 2 more members here. It's only, I think it was Pineapple and Riceball, the two front lines here. That's 1 Carbon and 1 Stamper Nouveau. That being said, Riceball has the Crab ready to go. If they can position that really effectively, they could be able to get a couple of picks and maybe a lot more zone control, perhaps putting it into neutral. The Killer Whale is coming out as well. They're under fire from the Torpedo and more chip damage from that Ink Storm here. If anything, me and my girls are getting close to that 40 threshold, and that will allow them to take the lead here. That Bamboo is going down here. That being said, zone is once again in neutral. The 1 zone is being painted, and it's only Lana Del Rey. What are you doing in this SOS here?
She's being here. Anyways, it was like how that people are able to recapture zone very, very quickly here, able to at least stabilize things a little bit here. The 1 Jelly Roll not quite able to get a pick there, and see me and my girls are all there, all full force, all 4 members looking to march their way forward. There's a hammer going out. There's a hammer buff in action there, able to get 1 hand low, able to get another member down. So very unfortunate for Healthy Diet Food Group, but if you're me and my girls, this is looking really good for you. The Bamboo is down. You have silo, only 10 points on your penalty left, so you're in a very good spot.
And that's not only that here, specials are online as well. Here we have the Zipcaster coming in from the Stamper. The lead has been taken, but if anything, this zone is being contested here. 1 zone is in neutral, and now 1 zone is capped. The zones as a whole are now in neutral. Jelly Roll is just cleaning up this area here. They will be able to recap, applying 34 penalty points to me and my girls, but they still have the lead. It is 2 points though. This lead margin is so close, and I think now Riceball is trying to strike the back line here. They will go down because Pencil.
Yeah. Very unfortunate there, not quite able to get the pencil, but with 2 minutes remaining in this game, only 2 points separating these 2 teams. Me and my girls are the ones with control of the zone, gonna eat through the penalty points. You see they have a hammer and a cooler after it, so they have an opportunity to push back. Really that groups even more. Pineapple looking for 1, not quite able to get it. They're kind of soloed out here, going for 1. Unfortunately, they're able to get it, but in a trade, the crowds can come out for a rice ball here as well, trying to at least get some space. Not quite able to work that. 2 members going down again for Healthy Diet Food Group. So me and my girls kind of suffocating the space that Healthy Diet Food Groups has to work with. The 10 points remaining. If you're Healthy Diet Food Groups, you have to straight go for the zone. I see Jelly Roll doing along with the Zuka, along with even more. Hold on, able to neutralize it, but not for long. Me and my girls able to get those kills and win the game, possibly a lot closer than they would have liked.
That is definitely a lot closer than they would have liked. But either way, #1 seed for a reason here, and they're just controlling the map just as effectively as we saw from Healthy Diet Food Groups earlier in semifinals. I think they're just bringing the aggression to them. If anything, yeah, me and my girls are running 2 swords. I think they're also running a double frontline comp here. And if anything, now it's Healthy Diet Food Group's turn to start analyzing how can they beat themselves.
I mean, it's hard to say. I would say my general rule of thumb is that just take better team fights. Like, turn like 1v2s and a 2v1s, try to like maneuver your way around the map better. But it's hard to say because like both these teams, I don't want to say are the exact same because no 2 teams are the exact same, but they do like play relatively similarly. That makes sense. Like, I think the biggest difference is that me and my girls is have a more traditional backliner in being that pencil, so you can't really run it down, if that makes sense. You can't really just hold W, game over, you know what I mean? Like, you have to kind of play around that.
Yeah, and it's not just that. I'm pretty sure what's it called, me and my girls have a lot more chip damage on their side here. They're of course running pencil, but this is the pencil that's running Ink Storm. That can apply a lot of chip damage going in to a push. If you're Healthy Diet Food Groups, you're going to be whittled down by that rain, you're going to be whittled down by that pencil, you're going to be whittled down by everyone else on from Me and My Girls, the Wiper, the Stamper, the End Zap here. It's a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna see as we go to game number 2, which is going to be on Ship Shape Cargo Co., which is going to be very good for Pencil. That's what I'm gonna say. Very good for Pencil.
Yeah, definitely here. Pencils thrive on the ship-shaped bridge.
Yes, I think we saw it earlier today where we saw I forgot the team. I'm so sorry. They had a pencil and they kind of ran away with the game. But hey, we're gonna see what happens. Healthy Diet Food Group sticking with what they got. Me and My Girls going over to a Nautilus. Okay, so a bit of a switch up there, along with an E leader from Lana Del Rey there. So very interesting. They're trying to use that long range to their advantage here. So hey, let's see if that works out for them.
If anything, Healthy Diet Food Groups have gone back to double bubble here. This could be pretty vital for them. A lot of their strats in last set worked a lot with double bubble here. So let's see if that switch to the Commentator can help Healthy Diet Food Groups a bit here. The first zone will be capped by Me and My Girls here. And now Rice Ball is finding it difficult to enter here. There's 3 members of Me and My Girls taking the front line here. If anything though, Rice Ball does have the Zip Caster here. If they can just wait for their team to start striking once more, this could be good for a pincher push.
Yeah, it might be. The Whale able to get the leader there. Very, very clutch for Healthy Diet Food Groups here. Pineapple trying to go in and looking for one. Not quite able to get it. Able to get there with a teammate, however. And there we go. Healthy Diet Food Groups able to get into the court of Me and My Girls and start taking away the space they have to work with. Where they have a Zip Caster, they have a bubble, and possibly another bubble on the way. So they can really sustain or kind of like wait out a push from Me and My Girls.
But if anything, this push from Me and My Girls is up with a oh man, this ends up managing to shut out the Stamper mid Zip Caster here, and not just that, managing to shut down Healthy Diet Food Groups' control of the zone. Flipping it, that's 39 penalty points to Healthy Diet Food Groups, and now Me and My Girls are starting to count down. This Nautilus is taking control of the bridge very effectively here, just firing off around Jelly Roll. They're actually chasing Jelly Roll as well here, alongside Henlo here. I think that is just basically out here, and it's a bubble wasted too here. That could be detrimental to Healthy Diet Food Groups here, but even still, they have a second bubble and control of the zone.
Yeah, they have a lot of that bubble to work with. Very, very good for keeping themselves in. Lana Del Rey going for a no scope, not quite able to get it there. As Healthy Diet Food Groups are going to be able to eat through the penalty points. I believe that was the rain or I don't know, a lucky bomb from Healthy Diet Food Groups that killed the leader there. We see Rice Ball here in the court, looking for something, looking for someone. Unfortunately, they will get found out. Force Zipcasters keep themselves alive, keep a lot of attention onto themselves. It's going to work out. As 2 members from Me and My Girl, they're going to look straight at them, giving Healthy Diet Food Groups odd space. We're going down to 25 points remaining. Unfortunately for Healthy Diet Food Groups, 2 members of them will go down. So this may be where they flip zone here, but hey, they still got it. So Me and My Girls, maybe a bit of a miscommunication there as they got down to 16 points when really they should have like 25 or something.
Exactly, yeah, that Stamper was managing to just, distract an entire half of Me and My Girls. And meanwhile, speaking of half, that's 2 members down of Me and My Girls once again. Healthy Diet Food Groups are holding this down here. That being said, speaking of things being held down, the bridge and maybe the zone as a whole is being held down by this Nautilus before getting shut down by Rice Ball once again here. There's 2 members down on Me and My Girls. They are in the 20 threshold in terms of penalty points here. The Zipcaster has come out here. That's 2! Is that 3? No, it's 2 members down on Healthy Diet Food Groups, but Jelly Roll is still holding down the fort. They're rallying the rest of Healthy Diet Food Groups onto the scene here. They still have the lead 16 to 66.
Yeah, and this could be this could turn in a second here if if Me and My Girls are able to get a very good hold, but Healthy Diet Food Groups are not gonna let that happen. The hammer though, able to get 2, but it might not mean a whole lot as no one else from Me and My Girls is gonna be there in time and be able to really take full advantage of that. Unfortunately, 1 member is gonna go down here. Healthy Diet Food Groups able to recapture zone once again. Unfortunately, 2 of them will go down once again. Maybe we're gonna see if Me and My Girls can capitalize on this. 2 down, 3 members down. Only the Stamper forced to back away. So now Me and My Girls, they're out of penalty. They have a minute to go. They're potentially in a really good spot here.
Yeah, they just need to get this hold up and going here. Henlo's holding down the court here. Meanwhile, I think the other members are holding down the bridge. That's already going to be the Decapitator down. Healthy Diet Food Groups has one, not two, but three special. They have two bubbles as well as Killer Whale to work with here. That being said, they're just holding down court here. It looks like they're locking them out. Henlo was actually looking to do a flank there. I think they were noticed though here. Riceball will be able to combo them with the Stamper's high damage output here. And now Healthy Diet Food Groups is storming the scene. Zone is in neutral. It is 16 to 17, and no! Me and my girls won't be able to get back this lead. It was so close here. And now Healthy Diet Food Groups still holds the zone here. The Nautilus is gonna go down. Henlo is looking like they're in a tricky situation here. There's sub 30 seconds left here. Me and my girls needs to start locking in.
I mean, hey, you see right here, it looks like Healthy Diet Food Groups are going to be out of their penalty. So if you're me and my girls, you have to go to zone now. And that's a good start. Two members are going to go down for Healthy Diet Food Groups. Jelly Roll trying to paint the zone, but Junior actually doing a lot of work here, keeping it neutral for as long as they possibly can, giving jumps in to their teammates here. Now we are in overtime. Me and my girls are going to hold on for as long as possible. Though one member's going to go down, two members are going to go down. The Rand's going to come out. They can be out of the zone. It's only the Zap left, and unfortunately it's not gonna be quite gonna get there in the zone. And Healthy Diet Food Groups, two very close games, they're able to clutch it out at the very end and win game number 2. So we might see 5 games here.
Even still though, me and my girls managed to push that almost to a lead swap. But even when time looked bleak, Healthy Diet Food Groups managed to finally start upping the ante here, managing to just stop them right when they needed to. And now they will allow them to take ship shape for game 2. We're going into Great City. It's game 3 on Crab Leg Capital.
I mean, I would not be surprised if we saw the earlier stay. I mean, I think, you know, of course it is Crab Leg. So yeah, range kind of works here. So I wouldn't surprise if, you know, I think Healthy Diet Food Groups, they like their bamboo. I don't blame them. It's been working out really well for them. They keep bamboo. They know how to play around it, apparently. So why switch now, right? And if you are me and my girls, I mean, the leader kind of worked. It was just you lost a team fight at the very end. You were 1 point away. I must stress, 1 point away from taking the lead there. So I really don't see any major switches coming out from either team.
Yeah, exactly here. We've seen how consistent the front lines on both of those teams were. I would definitely not think we're going to see any more drastic switch-ups coming in from, say, Pineapple or from, say, Henlo or anything. And now we have no more time left for analysis. We're going into game 3. This isn't match point yet, but this could decide who is on match point here. We're seeing Stamper Nouveau coming out from Healthy Diet Food Groups, and this is the same comp. Oh no, that is a different Nautilus. That is Nautilus Gold with the triple splashdown now.
Yeah, triple splashdown, kind of a way to counteract the bubbles and the crab from Healthy Diet Food Groups. Look, really good pick in my opinion for me and my girls. Which I say, hey, if you pop a bubble, splashdown, not anymore. It looks like it'd be a lot of fighting for zone right away, as both teams able to capture the zone only for a little bit here. As Healthy Diet Food Groups will be the first one to get a good hold here. Potentially, oh no, that's really good here. As 3 members of me and my girls are going to go down, leaving only the Nod. They're going to go down eventually. So now Healthy Diet Food Groups able to get onto the enemy side bridge and try to hold for as long as possible here.
If anything, though, they are missing one junior. That is one bubble force down. And now Zone is in neutral. The Wave Breakers come out. And the Ultra Stamp is getting canceled by Pineapple here. And they all holding the ground here, jumping out of waves, out of suction bombs. And under the cover of the bubble, they will be able to be shielded from any more backline shots. Zone is still in control of me and my girls, but it has gone into neutral here. I think Healthy Diet Food Groups will be able to flip this and maintain their lead. It is 60-81. That's a total 20 points here. Do they notice that Pineapple was there here landing? And now there's 2 members. Actually, was that 2? Down on Healthy Diet Food Groups, if anything. But if anything, Jelly Roll is still holding down the line like they always have here. But can they hold it down for long? It doesn't look like they can, as me and my girls will be able to finally recap it. And now they'll start counting down.
I mean, yeah, they're starting to count down here, but healthy that Fuku's, as we've seen these last couple games, they're not going to go away that easily. There's a splashdown coming to go in. Unfortunately, Jelly Roll will be caught in the crossfire. Pineapple able to get some revenge for their teammate, but me and my girls are able to recapture the lead here, as now healthy that Fuku's are going to be on their back foot for a little bit here. You see they have two specials at the ready. They have a bubble, they have a crab. If they can get a crab in a good spot, possibly get a kill or two, that'd be very helpful for them. Unfortunately, one member is going to go down, looking for even more, looking for a couple members of me and my girls in the zone. Not quite able to get one, not quite able to get them just yet though, so they're able to back up a little bit here, but then backing up gave healthy that Food Groups the space they need to get the zone back.
There's a whole 30 points to go through if you're healthy eyed Food Groups, and even if you're not even in control here, as fast as they lost it, me and my girls will take it back. Tiki Taka is already halfway towards a splashdown here that can shut healthy eyed Food Groups out of zone control even further here, and they're just taking the fight to them. That leader is just holding down the line, and they just have such a clear vantage point to Clyde, but they will get shut down by that crab tank here. It's like you said, Topic, this could, range seems to be the name of the game right now.
I mean, yeah, getting bridge, very important. Holding bridge, even more important. And so far, it's been very, very back and forth here. As Vice Ball going in, getting a double kill. Unfortunately, two of their own members will go down. So now, they're not quite able to get the hold that they necessarily want to have. As you know, me and my girls will be back very, very quickly here. As you can see, Tiki Taka at the top of your screen, able to get one member down. So me and my girls are once again within striking distance, able to recapture the zone really quickly there. And now 20 points separating these two teams. Me and my girls into the penalty. There's another crab coming out from Vice Ball, able to get one, looking for even more. In healthy diet Food Groups, they are not letting me and my girls get any more points on the board here.
And they have not a lot of penalty points to work around. Watch out, Pineapple. That's Henlo's Ultra Stamp. They will be able to bait it out here, and they will fall under the cover of their big bubbler here. Pineapple is here to stay. They're controlling the bridge very effectively. Just making sure it's always watched, making sure there's no Henlos, there's no Nzaps trying to flank here. If anything, Henlo has managed to take out Rice Ball, and now Healthy Diet Food Groups will be able to take the lead. They've managed to pass the 20 points that was separating them, and now there's now only, I think, 6 points separating me and my girls and Healthy Diet Food Groups. Me and my girls are once again in control of the zone here. There's two specials online, Ultra Stamp and Splashdown.
I mean, yeah, 6 points separate these two teams, but not for long. As we enter the last minute of the game, the hammer's gonna get popped, gonna get another one. Me and my girls within striking distance. There's gonna be the lead there. The crab is gonna get canceled by the hammer there. The jump's gonna survive a little bit longer, but how much will that matter? Splash coming in on the bubble, able to destroy that in a second. There's the wipeout, and that will do it after a very back and forth game. Me and my girls will win the final team fight. They'll get the final kills, and they will be on turning point basically as we enter game number 4.
This is now turning point, like you said here. If me and my girls will be able to if me and my girls are able to take game 4, they will win this SOS 183. If anything, what we've seen though, Healthy Diet Food Groups never back down. It's the team they, if anything, it's the team they won against in semifinals. It's like they absorbed the spirit of Nick A30 here. And now we're going on to the Tetris piece of all time. Welcome to Hagglefish Market.
Yes, the L-shaped Tetris piece, your final destination, your Dust 2 of Counter-Strike. What's the most basic Overwatch map? I have no idea. No idea. Anyway, yeah, this is your starter mat basically. This is, you know, there's not a whole lot of variation. You know exactly what that team wants to do. You know what you want to do. You know how you're going to accomplish that. You know there's only 2 real ways to go to, you know, to try to get around your team. You either go straight through them, or you go on the left or right flank. That's it.
If anything, though, me and my girls were able to, if anything, read flanks effectively. They have that leader constantly being vigilant, constantly watching it, and you can anticipate that leader to be on that 10th. You know it. And if anything, it's not just leader. The mid lines are holding down, would probably hold down the back line as well, watching the 2 side lanes here, watching out for that Splatana, watching out for that Carbon Roller that always loves to go down those 2 routes.
I mean, yeah, but the question becomes, if you do bring that e-leader back, if you are me and my girls, can you ensure that you can keep them safe? Can you make sure that you can keep them clean, as we're gonna see no leader bringing out the not fire friend, the ZF charger for those strikes, and for healthy diet food groups going back to what they've known, going back to the double stamper, going back to the bamboo, going back to basics for them basically.
Yeah, exactly. They're still running double bubble, but if anything, one bubble has already gone down as Pineapple goes the first blood of the match here. And now this zone is looking primarily purple, and it is now in control of me and my girls. And if anything, they're already showing up to the front line.
I mean, yeah, this is exactly what they want to do. They want to lock out, get as many points as possible, try to make sure that when how that frequencies do get in eventually, they are going to have to do a massive, a lot of work to get it in, as we're going to see how that frequency was able to get in. Pineapple with the bubble, able to give themselves some space, able to recapture the zone here. But me and my girls, you see Henlo there, as well as the charger, trying to at least take some attention away from the main front area. It's going to work out effectively for them, but Healthy Diet Fruit nice one shot there, able to do something, but unfortunately for them, Healthy Diet Fruit are able to take the lead here.
Exactly here, and they're fighting once again. Riceball's playing under the tent ledge. That's something that Splatanas love to do, but if anything, me and my girls has a lot more new firepower in the form of tri-strikes, and that will put the zone in their control, and Henlo's still stamping it out. They will take out two. Will that hammer throw get any targets? No, it won't here, and zone is in neutral, and it will get immediately recapped by me and my girls here. They're almost through their penalty points, and they are really close to taking back this lead if they can, but here comes Pineapple. The lead, oh, that's two! That's too easy. We're on a roll right now. And if anything, that decaf is still moving in here. They will be able to actually make it into their spawn topic.
This is dangerous, but thankfully, if you're me and my girls, they already are two members down, so it's not as bad as it could possibly have been. But Healthy Diet Fruit Group is able to eat through their penalty points once again and start the scoring, putting me and my girls on a timer. Taka sees one member, sees Rice Ball there, but not quite able to get the angle on them. As you see, the clock is still taking 33 points remaining. There are the strikes, two members down on either side. Healthy Diet Fruit Group recaptures the zone once again, 28 seconds remaining. Healthy Diet Fruit Group going two members down. There's the Zoop, or there's the strike, there's a splashdown coming out for me and my girls, but not quite able to recapture the zone completely, as still Healthy Diet Fruit Group are going to be there along with Jelly Roll, the junior, doing what junior does and just paints as much as possible. There's another bubble coming out for Healthy Diet Fruit Groups to continue to have the zone. They're going to be two members down, and after what, like 20 seconds of fighting for zone, they're finally able to capture the zone and push back Healthy Diet Fruit Groups. But now, hey, you're out of your penalty points, so this is really, really good for you.
Yeah, exactly here. They're counting down from 60 here. There'll be a minute left until me and my girls will be able to take back this lead. Tiki Taka will immediately be able to take out Walnut. That's no killer whale for, I think, there's no killer whale for me, for Healthy Diet Food Groups. They also have the splashdown here. And if anything, they're moving past the 30 threshold very fast into the 20s here. The splashdowns come out. That's already going to take out one bubble weapon here. I think they've noticed Walnut trying to get the flank here. That hammer is going to catch them off guard. No, you don't here. But now, here comes the zip caster. Here comes the blower. And now
just Jelly. No, that's it. That's it.
They will.
It.
Whoa!
Oh my god, that was something.
Whoa. From 60 to nothing, me and my girls take game 3 and a sudden knockout sweep here, getting that match point for themselves and taking SOS 183 for themselves.
If that's gotta hurt if you're Healthy Diet Fruit Group. You got to 10. You got to 10, you lost one team fight, and then me and my girls, they just built a snowball. They push it down the hill, and you were just in the way. And that sucks. You know, like you were so close. So close. But unfortunately, just a delay and $1 short. What else is there to say?
Yeah, exactly. Healthy Diet Food Groups were 10 ticks away from getting that knockout. They were so close. The zone went into neutral and then got capped. If anything, what was it? Me and my girls had barely any penalty points to work with going into that hold here, and then they just started counting down and counting down fast. They played their team fights effectively. They used their newfound firepower. I'm just gonna say that switch to Zekofin was genius here. Leader did, of course, provide a lot of good what's called utility in the form of scouting and in the form of bonus chip damage and the bonus pressure, but Tri-Strike will always be able to cap zone.
Yeah, and to add on to that, it also, I believe, one strike destroys bubble, or is it one or two? I don't really remember.
I think it's two. I think it's two.
Okay, well, even if it's two, you're still denying space, which is the most important part. You're denying the space that Healthy Diet Food Groups thought was safe for them, and you're making like, hey, you can't be here. You have to move. You just get out, basically.
Yeah, it's just the big get out button here, and coupled with say Ultra Stamp from Henlo and Splashdown from Tiki Taka here, they just shuts down space immensely. And considering that Hagglefish, the final map of this set now, had basically it's such a close quarters map in every single aspect, in the zone, in the side lanes, in the steps going up to the spawn, which is also close quarters. It is just, you just can't run from anything.
Yeah, so once again, hey, shout out to me and my girls. They were the 1 seed, they were favored to win, and they did exactly what they were supposed to do. As you see right here, Bonsai did win 3rd place, so congratulations to them. They did podium, and Healthy Diet Food Groups, it's very unfortunate, you know. It's just
Yeah,
listen. It's okay.
They already made it to finals to begin with here. They've also got podium as well.
Yeah. So with that, that'll be it for this week of SOS. But of course, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do. So, Frosty, where can people find you?
Oh, of course, the good people of Twitch chat can find me on the site formerly known as Twitter at TK_Frostix, at Blue Sky, at frostix.bluesky.social. You can find me on Discord. It's just Frostix with all lowercase. I'd be down to talk and stuff. And if you want to support some of the stuff that I do, you should totally read Gap Year on Wattpad. It's totally worth your time, like these tournaments. Topic, where can the good people of Twitch chat find you?
And you can find me also mostly on Blue Sky, but also on Twitter at Topical2, right there.
I just Twitter things.
You can also, you can find me on Discord at topic_2. And of course, there's one, if you are in, of course, the New York area, on Saturday, April 5th, there is Big Dapple 7. It is part of the LAN championships, and the winner does get to represent New York City, or, the East Coast. The best part of the US. Don't at me.
No topic.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. They do. I know last game they had little postcards, so it'll be fun. So yeah, if you're in the area, please say hi. I'm gonna be there, and a lot of the other cool people are gonna be there as well. So hey, just say hi. But with that, that'll be it. Of course, thank you to Justin for being our wonderful streamer. Thank you to all the TOs and the staff behind the scenes for making sure that this can run as smoothly as it did. And with that, it was great. It was a good time. Of course, we're gonna see you guys next week for even more SOS. So hey, see y'all later.
Yep. See you next week.